I skipped all of my setup. I just wanted to come back as fast as possible. So you guys are gonna be here for a lot of it. Boy, Lateland. Yeah, I'm actually gonna ban that phrase, error. I'm like tilted as fuck right now. And you're saying, like, I don't appreciate being told Lateland when I'm dealing with a power outage. Hey fucker, man, things change. Look at how late and disrespectful he's been. I had a power outage. I went live at 9. Was live for 5 minutes, had a power outage. And I'm sitting here like, okay, Yulin. Deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. The power's gonna come back maybe in 5 minutes. Maybe in 3 hours. You have all day today. You can just stream at any point today. And everybody just be like, Lateland, you're late. I'm just like, it is the same feeling. It is the same feeling as like crashing your car and people driving by going, you can't park there. And it's just like, motherfucker. I love you guys. But you're sending me right now. Hi Gale. Hi Dehi. Hi Air. Hi Smile. Hi Cairo. Hi Lost One. Hi Kisu. Hi Archangel. 410 points for Backshowed. Beachsode. You can't park that, dude. Like, hi Unknown. If I was like in a crash and somebody came by and was like, you can't park there, I would like, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just feel really bad. Hi Dr. Air. You should be on time next time. Yeah, okay, Gail. You're easy to tune out, but. Why is this bitch so cute when he's achy? Fuck you. Oh. I didn't even calibrate when I came back. Oh, that's the wrong button. It's fine. Okay. That's set up. That's set up. Hi, Baldir. Congrats on the big 400 days, Keelan. Love you and your wonderful community. Hope you all have a wonderful start to your weekend. Thank you. I was having leftover dinner for breakfast and this child really just walked up and stole half a chicken breast. You just let him? You didn't like do a, nope, that's mine. It's a child, QC. You can just hold it up like a foot and they can't reach it. Okay, guys, I need adult. I'm currently sick. Should I get Oreos? No, you're sick. You need to get light foods. I don't know if you have a stomach thing or not. That's just my first thought every time I'm cute. Cute? Sick. I was reading Icy Cutie. Oh, by the way, don't you love it when a motherfucker runs a red light and almost kills you? No, that sounds awful. I'm forgetting something. I'm like, what am I forgetting to do? I am 100% forgetting something that I normally do for my setup. And I'm like, shit, what is it? Whatever. If it comes back to me, it comes back to me. Yes, that's all I needed to hear. Well, normally I would, but nah. If it means he'll eat something, then whatever. E for gore. I did. Hi. Also, it is already time to go is because adulting. Bye, Dr. Air. I hope your workday goes fast. You used to just body them and take it back. It's a child. They're like 1 year old. Chat, he's unaware. He is missing prior information. I'm actually like, I'm missing my notes. And it's dry. I hate it. I hate it so much. Because every day, hi, Riddle. Every day I set up a little notepad. When I have a power outage, I just lose that. So I'm like, I know I'm missing like 2 or 3 things from my notes to talk about, and I'm like, oh my god, I hate that. Good morning, Lynn. My meat-filled dumpling. Oh my goodness. Kill the child, hi, McInerney. I don't know if moms like kill the child jokes air. He's only eaten a cheese stick and some diced pears this morning because he was being a turkey. Alright, we're caught up. We hadn't started our lunges yet. Muted. Told you, Eric. It's one of those things that, like, that can be a funny joke, right? But you typically don't say it to the mom talking about their child. They never appreciate it. Oh yeah, the slab squat. That's where we're at. Yeah, first stream back after like 2 weeks break. It's been a minute. Icy. Oh, Nar, he's AFK. You hate to see it. Cool. It has been so fucking hard not to look at WoW stuff and not play WoW stuff. Also, I'm autistic and can't see how killing anything is a joke. I can see things like that as a joke, but like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it's just not as funny to somebody who is very passionate about that, right? Like when Aaron and I say, haha, kill the child, we're not imagining a child. To us, it's just like, oh, we imagine a child on an airplane that we will never see again. It's like an amorphous, faceless, child-shaped thing. To you, a literal mother, looking at your child across the room when somebody goes, kill the child, it's like, no, this isn't funny in the slightest. You gotta learn there are consequences when you put your hands on someone else's food. Yeah, but it's mom's food. And there's no consequences for that. Mom's gonna spoil him. Hi, Ryan. Where was it? Bendy's. I got distracted about sense of humor. The day I took a sip of coffee and my belly started hurting a bit. I am going to die. But then I remember the Shovel Knight move I did yesterday. And my hips hurt. Oh god. I don't allow him to take food from anyone else, yeah? No consequences for touching mom's food. I touched my mother's food once. She has made it my problem ever since. We gotta make a cute Rhine. My mom. Excuse me. My mom always spoiled me with food. It was, we never went through a single meal without her being like, Yulin, did you get enough to eat? Here, have some of mine. And I was like, no, I don't really want yours. By how you call her mother, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you don't like her. I think Lost One and his mom are okay. Lost One and his dad, much less so. Oh, no, wait. Who is that at? Now I'm like, wait, who called their mom mother? Oh, Smile. Smile's mom? I like mom. I've heard her by all titles. Okay. Not refrain from calling her names a little. Maybe man want Yulin to be friend shape. We did Cammy stretch. We're at squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. That felt different because I didn't keep my feet flat. That felt really weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you started doing pregnant people yoga again? I really need to start doing just a little bit of back yoga. But I've been really bad at fitting it into my day. Yoga's like, undoubtedly, unironically, the best thing that would help my back. And I just don't do it. I'm not pregnant again, but pregnant people yoga is safe for hypermobiles. 2, 3, 4. Cairo. Did you see the new Wispy Woo map? I know some yoga we could try. I like how Air just glanced over the whole previous conversation. Yes, I did. Did you like it? I kinda didn't. Yoga is devil worship. Just kidding. Hi, Nemuberry. It's like, I imagine it's more fun for, like, party people that actually use that stuff. Like, if you're gonna play the card games in pool, but, like... I don't know, I just sat there, I was like, I don't know. I don't really want to fall asleep here compared to other Wispy Woo maps. I don't know, the fact they push out maps monthly is starting to show. Yulin's really late today. Oh. Deep breath. Deep breath. He thinks it's funny. He thinks it's funny. Ha ha ha, Pixel. Ha ha ha. Good composure. I 100% agree with you, Cairo. I like that they push out maps that fast. But, Lamau, you deserve a kiss. Ah. We've got beach day tomorrow. I wanted to yoga with Yulin. I'm late. None of you are late. I'll get 30 seconds in and get tired. 3 minutes. We start at 15. We're gonna go to 18. You late? My cycle is late? It's a joke. 30 seconds. Is that what we are calling it now? How about I just start giving out 24-hour timeouts to people to say Yulin is late? No, no. It's bothering me more today. I'm not gonna, like, automod the phrase out or anything. And, like, all the people that are... Well, most of the people that are doing it are the ones coming in and, like... So, like, Pixel said it just now. Well, he wasn't here 5-10 minutes ago, and I was like, this is sending me, guys. It's fine. I'd rather just talk about it than time out people for it. And, like, honestly, timing out or banning anybody would, like, stress me out more. I'd rather just be like, hey guys, that's sending me. Can we not do late jokes today? Hi, Elder. I've had one since before pregnancy. The implant completely axed my monthly. Oh. We're halfway. We're halfway. 1 minute, 40 seconds. You gonna morb? Hi, Star. Wait, was Zealand actually late this time? I was not late, but I had a power outage at 5 minutes, Star. And so I went live again at like 9:30. 50 more seconds. No, some people do yoga with their yoga teachers. Can I kick the small thing in front of you? No, that's icy fire. 40 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Don't get chows. Gotta figure out what's up with my power because it's kind of getting cold. You should be using less of the AC. 15 seconds. Ow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. So you are saying Yulin has to be my yoga teacher for you? I don't think that's what they're saying at all. We call it breeding training. Okay. Okay. You guys wait there. I'm gonna go over here real quick. Hi, Sarah's. Okay. Ooh. Not really, but I'll say it requires 2 consenting adults. At least 2 consenting adults. True. Okay. This camera. This. Oh, I can actually hit play from here. And we're walking. Ow. Originally, we were going to be walking through Northern Barrens. But after the reset, it's Northern Lenosha. Hey, I'm walking here. Hi, Octomage. Violent ass OST. Yeah. Thank God I have a dog. Happy 400, Lynn. Hi, Techno Raid. I shall lurk whilst I work. I'm proud of you for making it a star. Thank you. He ate half of what he stole and explode the other half all over the living room? Oh, no. Wait, hang on. I thought your son stole half of your food. Oh, okay. Your son stole half of your food. And then made a mess. For some reason, I was thinking, like, the dog ate half of your food. And then when a dog made a mess, it was like, they blew chunks. And I was like, oh, God. But, okay. Your son stole half, made a mess, and your dog was like, Mother, allow me to help you clean this mess. I just let the dog out to clean up? Gotcha. Get Kitsu and Bits consent to do yoga with you and no one else required? Kisu and Bits, that's a combo. That's who you're into in chat? Huh. Yup, time to body him. No. Third person in yoga class of you and Kisu. Wait, this is a threesome. Wait, this isn't yoga. This is a wobbly H. Hearing the phrase blowing chunks makes me violently queasy. That's the way to say, like, throwing up that makes me the least queasy. Reread it, and I think smile means they need mine and Bits consent. Oh, okay. I thought they were like, hey, the four of us are doing yoga together. And I was like, huh? Oh, I have a yoga mat and a ball that I use for yoga and nothing else. Let me go. Yeah? Nothing else? Only reason I'll allow you being late, I'm the reason. He's the one teaching me about yoga, so I need their consent to do it right. Bits give me kisses, so I can't do yoga without his say-so. Oh, I thought blowing chunks was for cum. No. Dehi? Dehi, are there chunks in your cum? Dehi? Hang on. Whoa. That's not supposed to happen. Every time Bit's name is mentioned, I turned into the Cocoa Puffs bird Lamau. Yes, wanna join? The VR chat Baltium? Chunky, I'm built different. I think that's enough Elon Street for me, lol. Oh no. If you're actually heading out, I'm sorry, Kisu. Have a good day. Finally, Gum Nuggets, Ayo bet. Who's a guy named Chunks and why are we blowing? I need to switch the topic. We're being fucking weird. Oh. Let's go over the holidays. I'm staying, but ew. We're going over the holidays. They have that yours. Stop making... Okay. Talk about Monster Hunter again quick before it gets worse. Warwithin has another update. The heck? Well, yeah, it's launch day, Kisu. They're going to be pushing those out constantly. Merry Christmas. Which monster would you... do I make it worse? Okay, this is under, like, a hentai fantasy concept. Where, like, your body is elastic, and they're not gonna rip you in half. I gotta think on that one. We're going over the holidays first. Okay, literally stop, Riddle, okay? Like, I'm saying, like, it's gross, I want to stop talking about this. Stop. Jesus Christ, guys. It's Buttered Corn Day. I don't like corn. So this is just like, whatever. It is Daffodil Day in Australia. I don't know any monsters, Lamau. Okay. There are two jokes to make here. Well, two things to comment on. This next day is the longest name I've ever seen in a day. European Day of Remembrance for Victims of Stalinism and Nazism. That's the whole holiday name. That's like... How many words is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 words for the holiday name. That's a sentence. It's fair. Who is Baffy Duck again? That's a mouthful. Puke Puke. Their eyes are kind of cute. Also, have you seen that tongue? Bow wow. My first thought is Giganox. Because I feel like Giganox is squishy and it's almost going to be like tentacle stuff instead of just like hard monster cock. I went to the Occupation Museum in Estonia and man, it was brutal. Yeah. Here's the other thing. So European Day of Remembrance for Victim in Stalinism and Nazism. Oh, wait, I heard Nazism. What was the name again? The entire holiday is European Day of Remembrance for Victims of Stalinism and Nazism. After that, Hug Your Sweetheart Day. And after that, International Day of the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its abolition. Hug Your Sweetheart Day is just sandwiched between two of the most depressing, like, moment of silence holidays possible. Not is Kazu 75% of the body's penis. Kazu's, like, solid, though. Like, it looks gross and soft, but the whole thing is hard. I mean, ask one of the Finns that frequent here. They think about their history with Russia, and they'll have a lot to say. That sounds wild. Oh, I was thinking about DuckTales ducks. But this is the Looney Tunes. Great double whammy. Ew, lost one. Bits. Honestly, though, it would probably be easier to list the monsters. I wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, anything insect-like, I don't know if I could. Lalabarina. Naricilla. Yeah, what are the two? Rachna Kadachi? I don't think I could with those. What about the mommy moth from the one Dojin? That in Monster Hunter? I don't know about that one. What about monkeys? I could do the monkeys. Not Kongalala. That thing's off limits. Elan, what is your favorite holiday? Hi, honey. Also, question, is the Wild's Apex an Elder Dragon? I don't think so. I would expect it to be like Rathlos or Diablos. Typically, Elder Dragons are like natural catastrophes that wander around. Oh, I missed what you said, Icy. Oh, not Monhunt. Are we talking anthropomorphized or as... I think we were talking about non-anthropomorphized, but if you want it to be anthropomorphized, we can discuss those. If we're talking about, like, just, like, the vibe, what they would be as anthropomorphized, it's definitely not Giganox. Oh, anthropomorphized, it'd probably be, like, shit, what's his name? The Lightning Wolf. Zinogre. Zinogre, maybe Nargacuga. What the? This ain't Monster Girls. Y'all are just talking real-ass animals. Yeah? No one said anything about Monster Girls. We said monsters. Mizitsune. You know, it would be at least clean. True. Food holiday for sure. Hug Your Sweetheart, International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its Abolition, Internaut Day, Cheap Flight Day. Now we get to the foods. Hi, Wrath. Cuban Sandwich Day, Sponge Cake Day, Ride the Wind, and Valentino. I'm sending Yulin to Capcom jail. Wait, are we talking about fucking monsters or just dating them? Oh, I thought we were talking about fucking them. What about Vaporeon? Well, we were mostly discussing, like, Monster Hunter monsters, but, like, you know, that's a monster. That is a pocket monster. I'm talking not anthropomorphize, but upscale to pass the can consent test thing. Please don't fuck the monsters. Here's the thing. I'm not going into it like, alright, we're out in the ancient forest. Let's see if we can find a Rathalos and, you know, get lucky tonight. I'm not looking at it like that. What I'm looking at is like... God, is this bad to say? I'm looking at it as like a Leonardo DiCaprio Revenant scene. Where like, oh, the monsters pinned me down. Which one's the hottest? That was the mindset I was looking at. Is that a that's fucked up turbo bottom mindset? I feel like it is. Monsters that came from Pocket. Don't worry, I won't be the one fucking them. There is no rule. Okay. So Daffodil Australia, I guess it's just a day for daffodils. Oh my god, guys, please. Hug Your Sweetheart? I don't know, do you guys... Did you ever have a sweetheart? Paula Barina would make a hot monster girl? Very much so. I've had, like, crushes. I guess I've had relationships, but, like, even in those relationships, I don't know if I'd call any of them, like, a sweetheart. Sweetheart rip. International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its Abolition. Yeah, I mean... slavery bad. There's no rules against the monsters, Batman. Sweetheart, Riddle be my sweetheart, please. Yulin says he wants to be like Leo D. Don't turn 25, you're so hot. That is such a jump in logic, Cairo. Does hugging Freya count? She's sweet. She is a sweetheart. Freya is a sweetheart. Australian Daffodil Day is about fighting kids. Wait, is it? Huh. Okay. Well, that makes it better, because, like, who the... Does anybody like daffodils? Wait, actually, hold on. Are daffodils the yellow ones with the white petals? Or are those the puffballs that you blow? I'm thinking of daisies and daffodils, right? They are tasty. I think the daisy is the yellow center with white petals. And the daffodil is the, like, really puffy ones that you blow, and... when a kid is, like, 6 years old, you tell them to eat it, and they just go, "Blah!" Also, sorry, Elin, for before. I didn't hear it was gross. My brother was talking to me. It's fine, it's fine. The puffy ones... Oh, those are dandelions? Shit, what's a daffodil? Puffy ones are dandelions. No, can you eat? Daffodils are white with the yellow center? What the fuck's a daisy? They can also just be yellow? Hmm. Can you eat them? I mean, you can eat anything. It's just, should you? Edibility is a measure of how much can you eat them, right? And some things you can't eat much of them. Wait, so Daisy and Daffodil are both white with yellow center. Yulin flowers aren't classified by color. I'm not saying they are. I just have that very distinct, like, this is what this flower is. Yellow center, white petals. Like, you know the stereotypical flower, right? Like, if you see a flower emote, it's a high chance of it being a daisy. Which now I'm like, oh god, then what is a daffodil? That's a fair answer. Reverse daffodil. Daffodils are the ones where the stems go 90 degrees near the tip. Like my penis. Yulin flowers aren't classified by color. You can eat anything once. Can someone call Foss? I'm bad at flower talk. Then what is a violet then? Daisies look closer to a sunflower than a daffodil. That's a daisy. Daffodils are kind of bell-shaped in the middle. It's Fausto. There he goes. With the 6 big petals? Can somebody just put a picture in Neat Stuff of a daisy and a daffodil? Cairo's at work, so it's probably difficult for them. But if somebody did that, I'm just like, I just want to see them. I just need to visualize. I can't visualize it. I just need to see them. Violets are the orange flower? Oi. Oh, now I get it. I like plants. Internaut Day. INTERNAUT. This is a phrase used to refer to people that are online a lot. So we're internauts, I guess. Hey guys, is Miles Tally's orange or yellow? Is Miles Tails power? Is it power or prower? Orange or yellow? Wait, hold on. He's yellow. Right? Finally a holiday for me. Kisu posted him. Hi, Zuby. Did you see that the insane popular quadruple A game Skull and Bones, critically extremely acclaimed, totally no bot reviews or bots, released on Steam after only 6 months for $24? I saw that it was on sale for 60%. It's a joke on miles per hour. You please? Is it actually per hour? Huh, okay. I'm sorry I didn't know that. Okay. I see these flowers. Daisy. Okay, so yeah, the daisy is what I thought it was. The daffodil... I don't know that I would have, like, been like, oh yeah, that's a daffodil. That's a dandelion? Okay. Dandelion when ready to spread seed. Oh, no, okay, I was reading the names wrong. Dandelion's the puffy one. Oh, they're both dandelions. What the fuck? That? Hold on, wait. The big puffy one becomes that beautiful thing? Huh? Well, shit. Good for dandelions. This might be a little loud. We haven't done Tython more than once, I think. I will buy Skull and Bone for 50 cents. Yulin is forbidden from Sonic foot pics for the rest of the year. Real talk? If you find a way to make that happen, please. Because, like, when I go to fucking Rule 34, if I could filter out Roblox, Minecraft, and Sonic, I fucking would. Sorry, I knew they were your favorite. Desmond Miles is turning in his grave. Today we learn about flowers. It is loud. God, the internet has really ruined me. Here you say, ready to spread a seed about a plant did not bring botany to mind. There's other way around, Elon. These flowers then become a puffball. Well, I mean, it's cyclical, right? It's a puffball, or it's a flower, then it's a puffball, then it's a flower, then it's a puffball, right? Who is fucking the Roblox avatar? You would be shocked, Techno Rave. Roblox porn is, like, super fucking common. Also, dandelions are not flowers, they are weeds. Hello, Chow sibling. Wait. Well, weed is subjective, I see. Dandelions are also medicinal. Ew, Roblox. The flower come before seed. You just make an account on the adult websites and add them to the on-site blacklist? I'm weird and I don't want to make an account. It's literally just a bunch of rectangles. How do you find that sexy? I don't know. I would get Skull and Bones for free. I dislike Ubisoft so much right now. I don't even want to add the owner statistic for one of their games. I wouldn't get it for free. And flower become fruits. We saw Zuby. We saw a trailer for a game. I don't remember the name of it. But it looks like just better Skull and Bones. It was an indie game. I don't remember the name of it though. It's also like a kid's game. Techno, aren't you a robot now? We didn't play Star Wars yesterday. I super wanted to. Full super wanted to. Huntera had stuff come up again. Huntera's just had a rough week, I think. And so they woke up late and we were just like, you should get more sleep. Fuck you, Saris. True, but I'm gonna go back to being a chow because being a tiny bean brings dopamine. Hi, honey, mod check. Hi, honey, mod check. I don't... If there was a bot, I didn't even see it. Also, I gotta be the hero to Icy's Dark and Unknown's neutral. True, but I'm gonna go back to being a chow because being a tiny bean brings something. Oh, yeah. I read that. Oh, yeah, yesterday I missed a lot. I planted like 10 plus plants in this rich people's flower pot of debt. Now my brain won't leave flowers alone. Also, Yulin, can I get you to spend some channel points today? Are you gonna be live today? You've been so busy, I'm not missing streams, right? Cairo's just been busy for streaming. There is no bot? Okay. Zuby said mod checks. I'm like, what? Did something with a bot need checking? Alcohol? Yeah, I'm doing birthday stream today and drink readings. Low Fam friends also bought booze. Hell yeah. We need to yell at Isu. He hasn't filled out the timetable yet. I fucking did it. And I can see that you and Low Fam did it. I will this weekend, don't worry. We're not planning for this weekend, right? We're planning for like next weekend. Gilf Isu was on yesterday. Oh yeah, Isu was streaming yesterday. He was streaming for like 20 fucking hours or something. However, he's not filling out this little form thing. Well, we need to find a day of the week. Yeah, and it was looking like Saturday or Sunday was really available for most of it. I mean, harass him in VR, lol. Cheap flight day. I guess some airlines will be like, hey, buy tickets for cheap today. Yeah. Cuban sandwich day. Does anybody know what a Cuban sandwich is? Yes. Yeah. I have no idea what a Cuban sandwich is. I sell those at my job, actually. It's ham and pulled pork? Okay. I think Icy Fire's having connection problems. Sponge Cake Day. Cheap Fly Day. Is that infamous plane company also in? Maybe. I don't know. I've never had a sponge cake. I'd like to. Like a premium ham and cheese, put it simply. Ride the Wind Day. I don't know if this is like hang gliding or hot air balloon or just, you know, go with the flow. But it's Ride the Wind Day. And Valentino Day. Wind Sport Day? Maybe? I like sponge cake. I tried hummus yesterday. Hummus wasn't that bad. I might start getting a lot of that. We'll see how expensive it is. If hummus is like fucking $10 for a little fist-sized flat container of it, I'm gonna be like, well, rip hummus. Can't do this. Yu has a sponge cake? Oh my gosh. I'm not a fan of hummus. I've been trying things with pretzels, right? So the first thing I did was pretzels and peanut butter. Which, I mean, peanut butter's not like unhealthy. It's not super healthy though. It's also very high in calories. Then I tried Nutella, which was super great tasting, but high sugar and high calories. So it was like, I can't do this as much as I fucking love this. I tried strawberry preserves now. That's what I'm going through. I can eat it, but I'm not like I'm not ever looking forward to it. Not the best, but I'll eat it. Hummus, more like Dumbus. Premium sponge cake. Oi. But yeah, I tried hummus. I don't have any of my own. My parents just had some, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna stick a pretzel in this. Scoop. It was good. Out of curiosity, has Yu eaten sorbet? I don't think so. For a second, I was thinking of sherbet, and I'm like, no, that's different. I have had sherbet. I have not had sorbet. Grape preserve? I was going to ask if it was great. The Carry preserve. I recommend. What I'm looking for is something that's like just a dip that I can put pretzels in. I'd like something that's the consistency of peanut butter. I want it to be really smooth, one consistency, just like I dip it in and it's on the pretzel. The thing I don't like about the preserves is that they're chunky. It's like, it's not a cream, it's like literal strawberry chunks, and I'm just like, eh. Wait, what the fuck? You're a hero, Chow. I'm like staring at you like, that ain't right. Why is this wrong in my eyes? Yulin doesn't have a sorbet, but his bae makes him sore. Boy. Oh, it's not a dip, it's a dessert? Do it need to stick to the food? It kinda needs to stick to the food. I just need to be able to scoop it with pretzels. I'm a hero gone gremlin. Hero bean. Yeah, peanut butter and Nutella were really nice. Because, like, I get literal pretzel sticks. I don't get, like, the like, wrapped around, like, not pretzel. I'd get literally just a stick. And I could dunk that straight down into the peanut butter and Nutella. Pull it out, and it's just coated. Say the thing, Yulin, so you can flame me. Look at this. You already sent this to me! Is it exactly the same? Pyro, this is exactly the same. You scrolled up in our DMs and copy-pasted it. Goofball. Whoops. Goofball. Okay, you're cute. I was gonna recommend different salsas, but I don't want you to die. The thing about salsa also is that I want it to be like a cream. I want it to be like one thing that's either blended so much that it's a paste. I'm not against salsa. I do like salsa. Actually, I don't know how healthy salsa is. Salsa's pretty healthy, right? Aw, that's cute. Well, okay, maybe it's not that cute. I'm realizing there's like a lot of fucking alcohol in this picture. But hell yeah. Just get yogurt? Too lazy to do a Photoshop. Ugh, salsa barking. Just get yogurt. If it's salsa, Dad may also yoink it. If it is salsa, my dad would 100. I'd have to hide it. Even if it's in the fridge down here, I'd have to like put it behind stuff. The one thing that's kind of nice about the pretzel sticks is like, he doesn't give a fuck about pretzels. In fact, anytime he sees them, he's like, how come you're eating those? I'm like, because they're low calories, Dad. And they're good for getting stuff like peanut butter. It's like, oh yeah, I imagine cardboard is low calories. I'm like, okay, Dad. Should've scrolled up in your DMs and taken a screenshot of the thing, then send the screenshot to him. I hate the texture of getting whole-ass tomatoes and things. Honey. You don't like having giant chunks of slimy tomatoes in your food? No. I like salsa, but cilantro isn't it, usually? You have the cilantro soap gene? Now I'm a heroic dark chow. That is kind of funny. Nice smile, Icy. That just looks like a dark chow. But it's a hero chow. It has a halo. Holy shit, I gotta be a dark hero chow. Anaphylaxis? I don't know. If everything goes right, hummus is cheap. Because I know hummus is super healthy. I'm told it's pretty high calorie. But I do like it. It's garbanzo bean paste, so. That's why you look him dead in the fucking eyes and be like, because I know you will not eat them, you garbage gut motherfucker. I don't think I would ever say that to my dad. I gotta hug you today, it's the holiday. Oh yeah, Frey, a lot of people are gonna hug you today. Make your own hummus, make your own salsa. That's fucking effort. If it's healthy, it's gonna cost an arm and a leg. Yeah. Remember trying to troll Yulin eating habit on Core Stream? End up losing my soul. Look. Here's the thing, Riddle. A lot of people, they're like, never let Yulin cook. Yulin's a bad cook. Yulin would burn water. And it's like, I'm not a bad cook. I just have a broken sense of taste. It makes it difficult to cook because everybody will have like a recipe that is great for most people and them, right? But for me, I won't like it. I could probably cook something for other people fine, I just won't like it. I can cook stuff for myself fine, if I can figure something out. But you guys won't like it. But when people are like, they ever let Yulin cook, they'd burn water. They'd burn the kitchen down. I'm like, man. Yulin's underwater in Monhun? Oh, we will get to Monhun. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, I can't fix her ear.
Why? Why do you do this?
I can't grab it. Okay, there we go. Got it. Got it. You don't do that with dogs? You don't like fold their ears inside out and then be like, hee hee, you look cute, and then put them back? What? You're a wolf. You're not a cat. It's acceptable to do that to you. You can't look at me like I'm crazy and judge me. You're the one that wanted to be a wolf girl. That comes with wolf girl things, like getting your ears folded inside out, going haha so cute, and then putting them back.
Where's Bits?
I don't know where Bits is, probably asleep. Why do I feel called out? Because you are slightly called out, Air. You have said I would burn water, and I was like, what the fuck, man? This really Star Wars My Acolyte? That show has been canceled. And this game was way better than Star Wars Acolyte. Are we going back to Monhun? We will, yes. I put Monhun in my notes, and then I found a Reddit thread that was like, here's everything we learned from yesterday. And I was like, fuck that. I'm just gonna open up this Reddit page later. Yulin can cook, Yulin's tongue is broken now. I was like, yeah, my sweet Lin will probably eat 2 cookies. Eat 1, soul leave my body. Yes, and I do it again. Okay. We're gonna go into politics really quick. And it's not like lasting politics. It's just something that I want you guys to be aware of that's happening. The Democratic Convention is happening. At one point, Tim Walz, Kamala Harris's VP pick, Tim Walz goes and has a speech. And in it, he says his wife and his son are his pride and joy, and he loves them. And his son starts crying and goes, I love you, Dad. And Republicans have, like, been taking this picture of the 17-year-old boy crying and being like, this is what Tim Walz wants America's men to be. He's an absolute beta loser. Look at him crying. And, like, they're making fun of this guy's son. Well, one, everybody's like, what the fuck? The dude's excited and proud for his dad. Why is that a problem? That's not a bad thing. It's also, you know, it's also been made more popular knowledge that, Tim Walz's son has a learning disability. He's literally autistic. And so now everybody's just going to these people that are like, look at this loser crying, and they're like, this is an autistic kid. What are you doing? And they're like, sorry, I didn't know. It's not okay because of that. It would have been fine otherwise, but I didn't know. I'm not a bad person. And they're all backpedaling. And it's like, yeah, go fuck yourself, dude. That's fucked them out. All I say is good luck, America. The classic men can't emote mentality. God, can we have 5 meteors? Yes, end Earth. Bro, fuck you crying is good for your mental health. It's like, it was a kid excited for his dad. And it was a really touching moment between a father and son. And then, like, they just go out of their way to make fun of a 17-year-old. And then, like, yeah. Learning disability, and now they're all backpedaling. Like, all of them are backpedaling. People who support Trump are literal cultists. I saw it on a bumper sticker, Kisu. And it said, Trump lost, get over it, you're in a cult. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. I'd probably, if I put that on a car, I'd get my window smashed, but... I tried to make Dark Hero Channel. Couldn't get the color right. I liked what you had earlier. Nodders. Bro, yesterday I found a really sad man call something base dad. I think that goes for all politics, Lamau. People that are like really hard fans of Biden and Kamala, I'm like, how much do you actually know? How much of this is just like, you just dislike the other side, so you're defaulting to this side? I do think Biden and Kamala are better. I do think they're way better than Trump. Trump is like, genuinely a cult and crazy. I don't think any like political loyalty is a good thing. I do kind of like Tim Walz. I do think the guy is really fucking cool. I lunch early. Because I'm meeting in like 30 minutes somehow. Kamabla. Kamalalala. Gives head pat. Hi, Pete Chan. Like, how do they still want Criminal Man to be present? Not even a petty criminal. He's a full-blown felon. Because they don't believe he's a felon. They think it's all lies to... You know, just, it's made up. Or I start seeing Trump 2025 on the back of Tesla trucks. I'm gonna head off. Toodles. Sleep well, smile. Good night. Are you able to match the highlights, Icy Fire? Like the highlights in the Halo? Because I feel like if those matched, it might come together more? Son of a, it didn't change my wings re? Oh. Yeah, I see them, they're yellow. You spun so fast your Halo did like a huge swoopy swoop. Okay, that was all politics. We're gonna talk about World of Warcraft now. So World of Warcraft, the War Within launched yesterday. Technically it's early access and the actual launch is in 3 days, the 26th. But, the early access started yesterday. Guess how long it took for the first level 80? This dude was like, rejects it. No, we can talk about it a little more. This dude was like, rejects in, Flash 2. Of course, LGBT picture. Embrace Jesus. I retweet it and say, yes, manly man, embrace Jesus. Till he starts saying things like, turn your cheeks. Take care for. And his friend that he loves, sleep on him. Let's say manly man wants to crucify him on the cross. Yeah, 20 minutes. A little longer than that, but not far off. The first level 80, from level 70 to 80, took 1 hour and 1 minute. I heard cheeks. I like to match the Halo like this. Yeah! I'm not gonna lie, that looks really good, even with the wings. Cheeks? Yeah, for what Riddle said. 1 hour, that's on par? That is not on par. Fair, but I like the touch of purple. Thanks for the feedback, though. Can you have the Halo be purple, or can you not change the color of that one? No, you can change the color of that one, because it's not red by default. What if it was black on purple? Hi, Violet. Yulin. Agoo. Violet, do you get in VR chat much? I see you around so many VR chat streamers, but I'm wondering like if you actually get in VR chat yourself. I hope they add more Chow in the future. I want to be a Hero Swim Fly Chow. I doubt they add more in the future. That is an old map, Techno, and an old game. Unless a game comes out that's like the Sonic Chow... Well, I guess there's that guy remaking the Chow Garden. How'd you like the Dawn Trail since you were done with it, Ewan? We will get to Dawn Trail. I want to talk WoW first. The first level 80 took 1 hour and 1 minute. Apparently it was just, Apparently it was just, like, him questing and did, like, 1 or 2 dungeons. And he had a group that was basically, like, they streamlined the process. So it was, the whole thing was, like, they just demolished it. Like, he went and did quests. He would have people waiting ahead for him that had, like, mobs grouped up. He would kill those, get credit for all of them, turn the quest in. They would go to a dungeon, and they would have, like, all the enemies grouped up, so he would just run through, kill them, kill the boss, do that for the next group. Like, it was a whole, like, just be efficient. And then the guy who was, like, 6 minutes off, the second place who got 1 hour and, like, 7 minutes, he just did the heritage quest with infinite spawning mobs and was just killing them really fast. Why didn't they add all of them, Gur? Because there's like 200 different combinations, Techno. As awesome as that would be, to have all the different variations of Chow would be quite the undertaking. I don't have VR chat, Rip, or at least anything that could run it. Damn. Bucket, how do I add them? You would need to get the files from the game. Potentially, you could maybe find the files somewhere online and add them in Unity and do it yourself. You could also make them from scratch. I don't think the Chow models are that complex. Did he have EXP boost? No, there was no EXP boost to have. Welcome to the club, yeah? Can you have VRC on phone now? Yes, you can. But, like, I imagine Violet has just tried everything. Whether they're phone, or they're PC and desktop mode. Welcome to the club, yeah. Destiny will bank on that first level 80 challenge. VRC on phone, lol. Look, if somebody enjoys VR chat on their phone, hell yeah. I think it's better to be able to hang out with people than not at all. It has quest constraints, by the way. I have to do some literal gymnastics to get it to function on my laptop. I need to join VR, but today my mom will come back home. I use it to yell at people. Incredible. Here's the other thing about the War Within. It took somebody an hour to level up to max level. Congratulations for him. People are looking at the hype for the expansion and like, do people care? And the answer is no. People are not happy with this expansion. And I think it's mostly because of the early access launch. When we looked at Dragonflight 2 years ago when that launched, it peaked at 800,000 viewers on Twitch. Well, when it was yesterday and a lot of people were playing it, it peaked at 200,000. They made you pay an extra $40 for early access, and that pissed people the fuck off. I don't know if that's gonna hurt their launch, but I don't think they're gonna do early access again next year. I wouldn't want to be mute and phone user. Also mellow. Mute's got a lot more interactive when they added the chat box. That's pretty fucked up. One day I'll hug you in VR chat. Back in the day, so like 4 or 5 years ago, before the chat box, imagine being mute. You would see a desktop mute, and like they would just stare at you. It was like looking at a horse that just has those eyes that are just like bottomless voids, and you're like, God, is there anything fucking there? And like, they just stare at you with their arms down. And you'd be like, hey, do you want to go to a different world? And they would look up, look down, look up, look down. And they're like, what about Hook Junkers? Have you been to that one before? Left or right, left or right, left. And that was all you could get out of a desktop mute. And then you'd be like, hey, it's Friday. And then they do like a beer emote. That was it. That was what you had from mutes. Now with the chat box, it feels like you can have a full conversation with them. So even if they're like desktop or phone, I don't know. I never really get that like soulless mute feeling anymore. Because, you know, they can put plenty of emotion and personality into what they're typing. Hi, Vendy. Wow, I was just farming L's at this point. I don't think it's farming L's. I think The War Within and Dragonflight have been good. I just think they messed up with this launch. Also mellow. If they're looking at it like just $40 for early access, they should have just bought base. Or none at all. They have emote wheel now? Until pens. Even with pens, because like, pens... You don't see people typing with pens anymore, because they've just got the chat box. But like, back then with pens, it was very restrictive, because like, it was based on people's... I think it was ping? So like, you would have somebody with a pen, they would write something, and you'd be like, yeah, this just looks like a doctor's note. I can't read this at all. And they'd have to rewrite it and go really slow. And it just was like a vibe killer, right? It was like, man, can you just get a mic or something? Hook Junkers is the first world I ever went to. I love Hook Junkers. That's like the game world I want to show people first, but I'm like, I shouldn't show people this first. Because motion sickness. I really like the toy that came with it, and the mount is way cooler than I thought. Within build emotes. Hey, it's Friday. The fact that the pet came in 4 colors as 4 separate pets is nice. Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of stuff that's in the collector's edition that's good. I don't have the money to be buying collector's edition stuff. But, like, a lot of people bought it just for early access, and they're, like... There's a lot of people that, you know... They're just upset about it. Whether they can buy it or they can't. It just... Splitting up the community on one of the most hyped days of a game... feels bad. Meanwhile, me that has chat boxes turned off for non-friends? Well, yeah, you're like high society VR chat, Cairo, with full body trackers and like club invites. And so like desktop and phone users are peasants to you. Anything you can do to filter them out is a good thing in your eyes. Wait, are you guys saying you don't like desktop mutes? Or just mutes in general? No, I'm saying back in the day, desktop mutes were different. What's OSC integration? People that overuse OSC integration with the text box make me want to Kermit. Well, it's Epic Edition, the collector's is like 250. I was a VR chat star, and I'm here talking to him. Okay, so Kisu. You've asked like 2 questions. OSC integration is a plugin that you can connect to your avatar so that it like connects your Spotify to it. So you're just jamming out to Spotify and you will have just a giant text box above your head that's like, hey, this is the song we're listening to. We're at this minute. Here's the cover art of the album. And it's like, for people that like don't want to see that, it's like, wow, this is incredibly fucking obnoxious. We're hiding that shit. Like people that have music they're listening to, their heart rate, their PC temps, and specs, what their mood is. It basically makes the text box like 7 feet tall. It's incredibly annoying. In a crowded instance, it's hella eyesore, yes. Hi Logitech. As for desktop mutes, I love desktop mutes. Honestly, there's not a group of people that I dislike in VR chat. Maybe squeakers. Which squeakers are, 13-year-olds that have high-pitched voices, and, because they're children, they're usually racist, and just stupid. Squeakers are like high-pitched voice kids. Every group has its gems. Desktop mutes used to be annoying. Not annoying, but like difficult to be friends with Kisu. Because before they had the chat box... Good night, Elder. Sleep well. Before, mutes had the text box to type in, it was difficult for them to portray personality and emotion. The reason we avoided public world squeakers? When you have a desktop mute, imagine this, Kisu. Hey, do you wanna go to a different world? Okay, have you ever been to Hook Junkers before? And it's like, it just feels soulless. It just feels like, wow, like... I feel like I'm talking to an AI chatbot at most. It just feels like there's not much there. I don't know if you've ever, like, been up close to a horse or a cow and just, like, looked into their eyes. Just looked deep into the eyes of a horse, and it's just blinking every 10 seconds. It just looks like the eyes are so deep that there's nothing there. And, like, some horses have a lot of personality. Some horses are wonderful and playful and energetic, but a lot of horses, you just look at their eyes and it feels like there's just a void behind them. And you get that same feeling with desktop users from the old days. Now, people have these chat boxes. They're way more expressive. It's a lot easier for a desktop mute to express themselves. Also, fuck you, Yulin. Cow and horse have soul? I would say so. Oh, Loja. I was desktop mute for 500 hours. Peasants and a horse with soulless eyes. There's a method to PL alts to 80 in about 2 hours ATM. Yeah. So I saw the guy that did it to max. The first level 80 Logitech was 1 hour and 1 minute from just efficient questing with help from friends. And then I also saw a guy that like just farmed the mobs in his heritage quest that got second. Oh, I see. In Crown Instance, it's hell eyesore. Yeah, I hate it. Every group has its gems. Good night, Elon. 400 walks. Squeaker, Elder was here? Thank God bless you, Elder. Squeakers sounds familiar. I responded to one of your messages like an hour ago. Never mind, I did. It's like more soulless than playing Facade. And then I talked and now I'm mute again. Only thing worse than desktop is desktop mute. I don't think... Hi, Kiark. I don't have a problem with desktops. I don't have a problem with desktop mutes. I don't have a problem with phones. I don't have a problem with phone mutes. The chat box has solved all of my problems. Unless I did in a different channel. And that's saying something. First was nervousness, now it's situational mutism. Also, fuck you, using cow and horses have soul. So desktop mutes are soulless horses. Same. I don't know if I'll ever talk in VRC. Also, hi, Huntera. Cows do not have souls legs. It's just to be eaten. Phone mutes. I don't see people on their phone often. I think the only one I've actually seen on their phone is Freya. And it made me really happy because it was like, oh, I can never get on VR chat. My PC's too potato. Oh, okay. And then she showed up on her phone. It was like, yeah. Confirmed. Huntera hates me. Oh, hi, Riddle. Yulin pitching for this mute. PKX hard. Basically, its lower 70s can carry 78s to 79s in dungeons due to wonky level scaling. Of course it is. I want to talk, but can't. I haven't been able to talk to Shin Go for over 2 years? Have you tried being, like, in a one-on-one situation with one of them to maybe, like, have less people? Not BKX Baka? Box? You're the one that wrote Box. I thought BKX was, like, the SDK or something. Don't tell me Techno Rave. I'm a desktop mute, yes, Lamau. I don't know. I think desktop mutes are way better than they used to be. Heck is an SDX? I don't know, this is the VRChat SDK thing for Unity. I have, yeah, like Shin and I and Neon and I have ended up in one-on-ones before and still can't. I only have 2 friend groups in VRChat. You know about the VRChat SDK, right? What's an SDK then? It's like... I don't know if it's the set of rules or the like set of defaults for VRChat avatars in Unity. Yes, you'll explain Unity. That's what I'm gonna say. And then Cairo, who actually knows what it is going to explain it better. There was no chat box back there. So now desktop mute's got a soul. It's so dumb because I can chat in public IRL. That song changed only the time. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything. I got my popcorn. Sorry, Violet. Cairo says you're not allowed to know about the VRChat SDK. They have the knowledge to teach you, but they just, you know, don't wanna. It's a figure it out on your own. Cairo's being a, you know, one of those push-up glasses. The answer you're looking for is Google. That'll show them. Yay, Issel. Though ordering food is still a struggle and phone calls are very hard. I love you, Cairo. Wait, people have social interaction IRL? Cairo is being an elitist. Cairo wants to see me flounder and try to explain the VRChat SDK. The god said, wait, SMH my head. I feel like I'm actually really good at social interactions, IRL. I just fucking hate them. Sounds exactly like Cairo. I just fucking hate interacting IRL. I'm much more comfortable online. But like, so, the other day, about a week and a half ago, my mom wanted to go to a party, so I dropped her off. And then I needed to pick her up at like 10, right? This is a party of like 20 people that are all 40 to 60 years old. And I'm just like, okay. I'm picking my mom up. I could text her like, hey, I'm here, get out here, we're going. Or, I could get out the car, go and say hi, basically interact at this party for 15 minutes and like, you know, talk to people. Probably explain what streaming is to a 60-year-old. And I remember having this moment of just like, alright, let's fucking get this over with. Got out the car, went in, impressed all of her friends. They're like, oh my gosh, Mama Euland, your son is so cool. He seems so nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Oh my gosh, he's so polite. Like, just that whole thing, right? Like, interacting with people, I don't think I'm bad at it. I just avoid it if I can. Hi, Sen. Yeah, more so I like seeing you struggle, which, from my understanding, he also likes. I don't! I like it when people think I'm cool. Meeting time, BRB. My confidence in social interaction is like a fucking clock bell. Is this Star Wars OST? It is! This is Tython, one of the starting planets in Star Wars The Old Republic, where if you play a Jedi Knight or a Jedi Sage, no, a Jedi Consular, you start on this planet. Oh my gosh, I have a girl he can marry, Mama Hewin. Wait, what? If it was me, they'd ask why. Why is he mute? I had to explain what I do as a streamer to them. Hi, Arid Paragon. And sometimes explaining streaming to people is really easy. Sometimes they're like, so what do you do? And I'm like, do you know what busking is? And they're like, I have no idea what busking is. I have never heard this word before. And I'm like, okay. Have you ever been to a Subway and you see a guy playing guitar and he has his case open, and if you like hearing it, you can drop $1 or some change there. And they're like, oh yeah, street musicians. I'm like, yeah, that's busking. And they're like, okay. I'm like, well, basically, I do that with a stream online where I essentially do a talk show, give them news of the day, just have conversations with them, and I happen to be walking and doing my exercise for the day, and I do it to these video game walking worlds, which is unique when you're not going to see anywhere else. And then they're like, "Are people pay for that?" And I'm like, "Well, it's just like busking. You don't have to pay for it, but if you like it, you enjoy it, you want it to stick around, you might support it. You might be like, yeah, you know." And then most people are just like, "Oh, I get it." And it's like, yeah. So like it's like 50-50, right? 50% of the time I can get people to that, okay. It's just like if you want it to support it, I get it. And 50% of the time they're just like, oh, I just don't get this streaming. I just don't get the kids these days. It's like, okay, well, we were so close. So close. Soon, enjoy your weekend. Arid's still too chimkin. So explaining anything with poor social skills is a struggle? Yeah. Hello, Boomer. Oh, like a podcast. Well, a lot of them aren't going to understand podcasts. So close, but very, very far. I've died a little inside like 3 times when I'm like, it's just like busking. You don't have to pay for it, but if you want to support it, you know, let's say you use this particular Subway every day, and you like that person plays guitar there every morning, you think your days would be less enjoyable if they weren't there, you would, you know, maybe support and give $5 a week or something. And I've had people go like, oh, I just don't get this streaming thing. I just don't get the younger generations. I'm old. Technologies. And I'm just like, oh, you were so close. You were so close. Why did you say, oh, like you got it, damn it? Okay, hip boomer. Oh, like Joe Rogan. What's happening? Because it's sure not me getting bravery. Damn, that's actually wholesome. I wish I had a surefire way to, like, always explain it to people. I wish I had, like, 100%, like, if I explain it to you, you will understand it. Because, like, there's things I do have that confidence with, right? If somebody wants to get into Monster Hunter, I can get them into fucking Monster Hunter. Whenever you want, Sen, I can make it fun for you. It will happen. If you want it to. But, like, it's just, I don't know. So many people struggle with this one. Next time you don't tell them you are visible interactive radio hosts, get me into Mon Hun. I don't need to get you into Mon Hun, Icefire. You are already very much into Mon Hun. You're already more into Mon Hun than I am. I'm just remembering how much I annoy most people with how I play games. I do not think you would annoy me. And it's a very different game, Sen. It's not like Baldur's Gate where you're gonna go this way and explore and everybody's waiting on you. It's not like you're talking to this NPC again, come on. It's an extraction game. You go in, you do your thing, you go out, spend some time prepping. I'll tell you this right now, Sen. It is literally impossible for you to annoy me more in Monster Hunter than Full does. And I love Full. I look forward to playing Monster Hunter with Full. I think Monster Hunter's just that good of a game. But oh my goodness. That boy needs 10 minutes between every hunt. And it makes me want to stab something. What do you mean? I mean, you really like Monster Hunter more than I do. Get me into VR chat? I mean, you said you don't have a device that can run it. I don't want to push it and be like, well, try and figure it out. Just, you know, just go get something. I don't want to be annoying. But I'd really like to hang out with you sometime in VR chat, Pilot. Me too. I want to get into Monhun. I'll play Monhun. Doing anything with Full. I love Full. Oh my god, that boy. He is so... And I know why he's like that. I'm trying. Hell yeah. Nah, you know lore. You only missed the Wyverian's involvement. I know why Full is like that. And it's actually kind of trauma related. And so I used to get on his case. I used to be like kind of an asshole to him about, because I looked at him as like, this guy is keeping me waiting. He is wasting my time. What the hell? He literally just doesn't respect my time. Fuck this guy. And I'd get really sassy with him. I would like launch hunts without waiting for him. And I'd say sassy shit. I'd like, when Full wants to play with us, he can just join. They let him join late. And I'd actively make him feel bad like that. And then I learned it was ADHD related. Trauma related. And it was like, oh, I'm a fucking bad person. And so now I go out of my way a lot for Full. Especially with regards to Monster Hunter. But there are days where it pushes my buttons and I'm like, oh my god, Full, we gotta go. We gotta go, please. The other Discord that I passed most of my time, long time ago. I like the guy, but I could not play with him. He wanted everything perfect. Even when I was trying to get the D&D session they have. He says that my mic sucks, I gotta say. It's a bit sad because I want to get with them and play games. I'll let somebody know if their mic is bad quality. But not in a like, this is make or break, you can't play with us if it stays like this. It's just, hey, is your mic supposed to be sounding that bad? I have a really funny mic story, though. So for like 5 years, I had a mic on... It was like a headphones mic, and it was a decent quality headphones mic. But I sounded like garbage to everyone else. Apparently, Discord was just using my webcam mic, which was like the worst quality ever. I sounded super scratchy and just like, to them. And so like, I always thought I was on this good mic and nobody said anything to me about it for like 3 to 5 years. And then my webcam was like dying or something, or like kept turning on. It kept like, I don't know. I noticed it had some problem, so I just unplugged it. Well, I found out that no matter how much I set Discord to use my headphones, it would always just change it right back to my webcam mic. So I unplugged my webcam, and I was like, fuck it, I hate this webcam, I don't ever use it, I'm just not gonna plug it in. And my best friend was just like, whoa, your mic is really good. And I was like, what? He's like, you sound so much better. It's like, I didn't touch my mic at all, I just unplugged my webcam. They're like, did your webcam have a mic? And I was like, not that I know. Like, I didn't even know that my webcam had a mic, right? I was like, not that I know of. And I plugged it back in. And it immediately took the Discord audio so that my mic was webcam again. They're like, yeah, your mic is bad now, dude. I think your webcam has a mic and it just takes it. So I was like, oh, okay. And so I unplugged it. This was a long time ago, by the way. This was forever ago. I unplug it. It actually might have been before Discord. This might have been like Ventrilo. I unplugged my webcam. And he's like, yeah, your mic sounds really good now. It sounds so much better. And I'm like, wait, so for the past 5 years, I've just been on this shitty fucking webcam mic thinking I had my headphones working and like the whole time? And he's like, dude, I think the whole time in the years I've known you, I've never heard this quality. And I'm just like, oh god. Well, it'll be fun showing everybody, right? And so everybody gets on for raid later. And, I'm not saying anything, right? I'm, like, intentionally not saying a word. We get to the first boss. And I go, you know, firewall on left. And somebody just goes, who the fuck was that? And I don't say anything. And they're like, dude, who actually was that? Do we have somebody that's called? No, it's the regular raid team here. What is happening? And then I do another call out, and they're like, who the fuck? Was that Yuland? Yuland, what the fuck? And like, they're like, Yuland, you have to say something right now. And I'm like, you guys are being weird. And they're like, dude, what happened? Your mic sounds so good. I explain everything to them. And one of the guys goes, dude, you kind of sound like a girl. Like a hot girl. And I was just like, oh, dude, don't make this weird. He's like, you're the one that's weird, dude. You're the one that sounds like that. And I was like, all right, fucker, I'm gonna make it weird now. Hey, his name was Icy Presto, so I'm gonna call him Icy in this example. Hey, Icy, when we're done with this raid, do you want to get on Call of Duty and shoot some noobs and then maybe run some dailies for WoW? He's like, you need to fucking stop, dude. He's literally like, I'm actually getting hard. You need to stop. And I was like, okay, dude, this is weird now. Those were the early days of dysphoria. My mic's stupid quiet and I hate it. Common Discord out. Windows also be sneaky like that. Discord, oof, oof. That's rough. Yield was a true squeaker. Welcome to Wendy's. Can I take your order? One of my friends' microphone randomly decides to go original Modern Warfare quality. If only they could see you now, bruh. I just remember like, hey, let's do our dailies in WoW later, and then we can hop on Call of Duty and shoot some noobs together. Doesn't that sound fun, Icy? And he's like, you need to fucking stop, dude. You need to never do that again. I haven't been drinking, like, any water today. Shooting noobs being a turn-on. Ah. Dudeward, I am awake and looking for Babs. Once upon a time, I was gonna stream and bought a 450 USD mic setup, and then never streamed. So now I just use an XLR mic to talk to one group of friends because I can't talk to anyone else. Lamau. That is so tragic, Kisu. But you know what? If something ever changes, you've got it. Also, dude, you're getting wet. You gotta stop. Oh God, could you imagine if like I went further with it, and I was like, Icy, do you want to do dailies together and then shoot some noobs in Call of Duty? And he was like, you gotta fucking stop, dude. And I was like, why? Are you nervous? You're not hard, are you? Do you want me to help with that? He'd be like, alright, I'm leaving. Is this your first time? DM, dude address. I want to play fucking WoW so badly. Final Fantasy. Get here now. Oh, the dude's like, home address. Get here now. Final Fantasy. So I finished the 4th zone. Very sad. Ran the dungeon. Fucking hated that dungeon. The setting of the dungeon was fine. I hated the bosses. The first boss sucked. I died like 3 times on it because the timing on it is just so tight. Even when I know exactly what to do, it's just like, oh, I'm just dying because fuck me, I guess. The second boss was easy. The third boss was like more of the, oh my god, the timing is so tight and it's hard to read this mechanic specifically. We had a fucking healer in this dungeon. So I had Chernobyl tanking for me, and Blank was a Viper DPS. And the healer was a pug. Oh my god, this healer was fucking sending me, guys. I died like 2 times on the final boss, right? And the second time I died, the healer died at the same time. So that meant we had a warrior and a Viper, which is a tank and a DPS, and no res. And so eventually they're going to die, and that's the fight. They almost pulled it off, but not quite. And this healer was like, sorry. I didn't think I'd have to be doing my job, so I died. And it was like, motherfucker, fuck you. It's my first time here. You're literally getting bonus poetics because I'm a first timer. And you knew that. Don't blame me for like, I didn't know I'd have to actually heal. Fuck you. I was like, I'm already dying, right? So I'm already like frustrated and just like, And he said that and I was just like, oh my god. At one point, I think it was Chernobyl was like, how you liking Summoner? And I was like, I think I would have preferred Dancer. But if I level Summoner, I also level Scholar, so, you know, level a healer and a DPS sounded nice. And, this healer goes, oh, well, you should have just gone Dancer. Because since you leveled Scholar, it's the same as not having a healer at all, Lamau. Maybe I'm biased. I was just like, oh, god. I hate this guy. Don't stand in fire, duh. This ain't vanilla WoW. It's a little more complicated than don't stand in fire. It was more, I should have paid attention to this boss's rotating arm, because that lets me know he's going to hit the right side of the arena instead of the left. But there's also like lasers on the sides coming at me, and there's also a circle I have to stand in, and so I have to like be in the circle, but be in the correct side of the circle, because half of it is getting hit by the arm, and it's just, ugh. It was a lot to watch, and like, I don't know the tells. What the fuck, you are the healer? Healer, I don't have to heal if you guys do your job. Fire robot, potato, potato, just kill the thing. Oddly, FF14 has one of the most toxic gaming communities I've ever encountered. That's crazy to me, Kisu. Because I actually think Final Fantasy XIV is overall one of the, like, best communities. I have had, overall, mostly pleasant experiences. Every now and then I'll get somebody that's, like, a little sassy and puts me in a bad mood when I'm already in a bad mood. But, like, I don't see, like, slurs and stuff like I do in WoW or League. In Final Fantasy, the most I'll see is, oops, my bad. Didn't know I'd actually have to be healing. Which is annoying. But, like, in WoW, you join a mythic group as a druid, and they go, balance or feral? And you go, feral, and you're gone. And then you don't message them, you're like, okay, well, that was a little crazy, but, you know, I guess I'll just find another group. If it gets desperate enough, I'll just make my own group. And no, you've moved on, and that guy starts messaging you, fucking waste of my time, piece of shit, go back to X country, can't believe you're playing Feral Druid, look up the, you know, the logs, you're trash, kill yourself. It's just like, bro, I wanted to be a cat in a video game. Yeah, not slurs. I'm sorry you're unable to read and comprehend information. You're more than welcome to try the tutorial for healers until you understand how to do your job. I was just quiet. I was just like, I'm never gonna see this guy again. I don't need to acknowledge this. Bro, look back in old school WoW was like the Wild West. You had a Mexican standoff when a BOE epic drops. 90% chance the party disbands mid-dungeon. Yeah. Funny enough, Halo PvP lobby is not that toxic. No, actually, yes, I just meant racial slurs. I've met some annoying brats in Final Fantasy. But nothing that's like, whoa, dude, I'm actually going to report you. And what's really funny is, like, Boss had an experience a couple weeks ago. He was doing an Alliance raid, and there were some first-timers there that were seeing cutscenes, right? Well, this guy, he didn't wait for the end of the cutscenes, he just pulled, and he was a DPS, he wasn't even a tank. He pulled the boss, and all of the tanks made sure he fucking died. All the tanks made sure, fuck this person, he sucks, and we don't like him. You don't do that to new players that are watching cutscenes. So they got him killed, and then an Alliance raid is 24 players, right? All 23 of them roasted his ass for the remaining of the Alliance raid. Like, 3 of them knew his rotation so well that if he did anything wrong, they'd be like, did you really just diving strike after doing thrust? Holy shit, who taught you how to play Dragoon? Like, they were just roasting his ass. Boss was mystified by it, because he was like, I've never seen a community come together so staunchly against a singular villain. I've seen the most popular derogatory slurs for women used in it a lot, and the F word. That's crazy. I feel like you're just lucky, Kisu, because most people know the Final Fantasy community is pretty good. Now, it does get pretty bad at the highest levels of rating. When you get to, like, Extreme and Ultimate raids, I have heard that the Party Finder in Final Fantasy is a horrible place. Every time I get roped into playing a new COD game, voice chat is like getting teleported back to 2009. Good, it's awesome, fuck 'em. True, when I'm tank, I always let the person who pulls keep their aggro. I used to do that, Kisu. Now I look at it differently. There's also a huge amount of dating drama in Final Fantasy. Yeah. In Final Fantasy, actually any game, if you're tanking and a DPS is pulling for you, I used to look at that as like they're impatient and like fuck them if you pull you tank. Now I kind of look at it as like they think we can handle more. Sometimes they might just be trying to help. There's some people that, I don't know how this happened. I don't know how you don't think pulling for the tank is stressful. But they pull. And, like, they're just, in their eyes, they're bringing it toward you, right? Like, they're sitting there going, oh, this tank doesn't know this dungeon. He doesn't know that this next group is really easy to pull with them. So I'll just get him for him. I'll pull them and bring it right to the tank so you can pick him up easily. Which, I understand that logic. I feel like if somebody starts pulling for you and you don't like it, you gotta say something. You just gotta type out, hey, it really stresses me out when you pull for me. It makes me feel like I'm not doing a good job. Can I ask you to not do that? If you say that and jump to you tank, you pull, I feel like you're being snappy at somebody. You shouldn't have to do that. I feel like it should be understood the tank fucking pulls. But FF is more passive toxic? 100%. Through when I'm tank, I always let the person who pulls keeps their aggro. I don't mind the racial slur. I just hit them with the M black. When they get scared, I tell them, don't worry. Play some good games. There's also a huge amount of dating drama in Final Fantasy. My friend does progression rating in 14 as a guildmaster. And he has told me the slurs fly mid-raid. Oh yeah. The rating scene, the top-end rating scene in Final Fantasy is gnarly. I would say 14, then WoW, then maybe COD as top toxic. That's insane to me, Kisu. Because I would be putting Final Fantasy at, like, the bottom. I gotta communicate? No. They can't read my mind? Fuck them. I did come to a realization recently that the average gamer is as good as my best friend. Which is really bad. Oh, no. I will wall-to-wall my first pull in every dungeon. And if we live, we full send it. If we die, we take it slow. I go at a slow pace. When I tank dungeons, I always do 2 groups. And if the healer tells me do more, I'll be like, I'm not super confident, but if you got this, I'll try to match. And then I will do wall to wall. But I typically stick to 2 groups. I never forget when I got told to kill yourself in Animal Crossing Discord. That's the last place I would expect that. When people are sweating, they need to have some slurp juice. Slur juice? No! It's all about the timing. For me, COD is mostly just women hating. Well, I've seen people outright dox each other. Yeah. I was trying to trade a Raymond and said I didn't really like him. Oh. Cairo, are you... Cairo, I don't advocate suicide in any way, but that's... You've crossed the line and I'm just gonna... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's really funny. I do think, like, whoa. You insulted Raymond when, like, people were fucking thirsting for that character? You are bold. That is... Oh my. You refuse 50 km? What about 60 kmk? IHOP? Absolutely not. Hi, Bits. I wanted Dom. I mean, you should have been able to get that easily, right? Raymond was what everybody wanted. I was just thinking Raymond was involved. Yep, haha. I nearly choke on hot coffee when Ewan said, no! We got to show Core the, point of view. You're going to the bathroom, and somebody sprays you with the infinite sadness juice. And it's the guy who goes into the restroom, and he knocks on the door, and the guy in the stall goes, occupied. And he just takes his water bottle, and he sprays a little bit over the stall. And from inside you hear, what? No! No! With small pauses? Hell no. Who can walk 70 kilometers nonstop? Not me. Hello, friends. Yeah, I miss Core Stream. Most toxic places. I'd say WoW is the most toxic community I've ever played a lot in. Euland, you already fused, so I bet you can't walk that long. I know I can walk 10 miles with no incline. Much more than that, I don't know. I don't know how much further I could get. Euland, my bag is empty. Fix it. What's supposed to be in the bag? Overwatch? Maybe, but I didn't play Overwatch that much. There are people with buff legs that can. BRC has toxic pockets. We call them Publix. Yeah, I'll say WoW is at the top, having experienced all 3. League of Legends. I feel like that's going to be the next one under WoW. But I personally don't have that toxic of an experience with it. Here's what I think happens in League of Legends. I think people are really easy to, like, set off or mediate in team games like that. So Overwatch, League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm. When you're stuck on a team of 5 like that, especially when you have, like, the ability to see others, so, like, top-down camera like League or HOTS, I feel like it's really easy to just dick suck in theory. I feel like somebody on your team dies and you say, damn, I was watching, that was close. Stay safe, right? Until we get a gank for you. I feel like when things are just going wrong, it's really easy to mediate for your team before the toxic stuff starts coming out. Because if you prove yourself positive, most people just don't want to be mean to the positive person. If you compliment and praise people, they don't want to insult you. And so they want to be on your side. And if they start arguing, you're like, hey guys, we're never going to see each other after this match. Let's just do our best, focus up, and try to get through this. They don't want to disagree with you. That was my best skill in League. was fucking emotional manipulation. Y'all say WoW is at the top, having experienced all three. Sorry, toxic publics include quest users. Go to worlds that don't support quest. I only had toxic experiences with WoW. I saw a 40k meme once. There's this Tyranid that can steal gen and stuff. So when it takes some from a Krieg soldier and say, why do I feel depressed? I put League pretty far down, yeah. I've had a lot of really nice experiences in League. People try to friend me all the time. R6 might be the most toxic place I've played. I don't go at all, but I do see why that would be a problem with all the quest kids. If you were a solo with a 4-stack and you mentioned being pro-LGBT, in any way you would get team killed round start for the rest of the game, LOL. Then they changed how friendly fire works so it reflects. Hi, Gooblin Tooth. Thank you for the follow. Lynn, you're a respectable femboy. Don't go around sucking dick. You're proud of your manipulation? Oh my goodness. If it's beneficial, yes. Look, manipulation is a tool. It is not necessarily good or evil, but it has the potential for both, okay? It's just almost always used for evil. I never got high elo in R6. Even when I was higher playing with a friend, I'd just be like, hi, I'm abysmal, and usually got silence, or nah, you're good, you got this. Now I'm being toxic, carry on. Now, R6 on EU servers, holy. R6 on EU servers are so toxic. Hi, Violet. We're at 4 miles. But we did just start high jaw, so I think we're going to end around 6.5. Oh, right, Villain Arc. I am the toxic. I don't know. In Final Fantasy, I've only done story, so I've only done, like, roulettes. I've never done, like, raiding scene. I've never hung out in Limsa. I've never, like, gone into a clubbing or housing scene. So I've never really gotten deep into any communities of Final Fantasy. The very, like, shallow end of the pool has been really nice in Final Fantasy. In WoW, I feel like it's fucking atrocious. In WoW, it's like, even at the shallow end, people are real quick to be nasty. And at the deep end in, like, raiding and some of that stuff, I feel like it gets better, but, like, Mythic raiding and Mythic dungeons are just horrendous. The most toxic person in chat. Did you hear about the Megu incident that happened in Final Fantasy? No. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were talking about our Megu for a second, Kisu, and I was like, oh god, no, what happened with Megu? Clubbing, I need to join. So we clubbing Sealer Bingo. Not that clubbing. If Lost One's the most toxic here, then Neil's the most Giga Chad we all know. Oh, my neck feels like it needs to crack. God, we're so fucking far behind schedule because of that outage. Do I get a most title? I immediately thought of one. I was like, I should not say that. I am not going to say that. It's not what you're thinking, Violet. Okay? It's not what you're thinking. Yes, you should. Do it? No. Absolutely not. Fuck you, Euland. Fuck you, Gale. I think your Megu is the same Megu? If it happened... Okay, when you said the Megu incident on Final Fantasy, I was thinking that this was like a big streamer named Megu or something. If you're talking about Megarin, the guy who pees through his shorts, yes, that is my Megu. What happened with him, Kisu? I invited every roast, even the praise. Yelan is a sussy boy. Yelan had seen me be toxic. He can vouch for me. Huh? Okay, okay. So, like, 5 years ago, I'm in VR chat. I'm at a drinking night with the Dream Shelter crew. And there's a guy there named Megarin. And he goes, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go take a leak. And he goes to the bathroom and he comes back and he's like, all right, I'm back. And we're like, that was too fast. You have full body tracking. Do you just go to the bathroom and your tracker's on? Are you like naked? He's like, no, I just peed through my shorts. And we go, okay, Megu, what the fuck does that mean? And he goes, you know, you don't take them off, you just pee through them. And we're like, are you just like wetting yourself? He's like, no, I'm not like peeing on the shorts. Look, you sit down, you pull your shorts up so that your junk hangs out of the, the leg holes, and you pee like that. And we're like, you're a fucking animal. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, hey, I can pee fast and not take my shorts off, so I'm the one that's winning here. And we were just like, you're a fucking freak, dude. You late, Ewan. Wait, I didn't win most toxic? I wasn't trying or anything. What was the criteria to beat? You are not the most... Who is the most toxic? It might be Gale. Gale's really mean to me, even when I'm, like, having a bad day. Gale might be most toxic. What is Violet? Not abrasive. What's the word I'm looking for? Blunt? Violet might be the most blunt. I think that's Violet's most award. Yes? Uh-huh. Dude have a hole and he is a marksman? Eland, have you heard of oversharing? Asking for a friend. I'm the most wallflower? Also, hi Gale the Toxic. Oh, me, pick me. Ugh. Cairo, you're the most bimbo. Wait, why is he talking about piss? What? The... Fuck. What? You're an airhead. You're the one that's gonna be like, I'm an airhead before I say it. Cairo's just Ceci, or yes, bimbo. Change stream title to rate your friends. What is riddle? And I still want to know what the knee-jerk answer was. Nope. I'm just dumb. There's a thing that I want to describe with riddle. I'm like, how do I describe this? Riddle might be the most disassociated, but having a good time. That's what Riddle might be. There's a lot of times we're talking about stuff, and Riddle just seems to be, like, going a different direction with the conversation. And, like, they'll come back to it. But, like, there's times where we're, like, talking about something silly, and Riddle's like, that's fucked up. And it's like, no, it's just a joke. We're teasing. Or, like, we're talking about something serious, and Riddle's like making a plep joke, and I'm like, Riddle, please. Now, to be fair, I don't think... Bitch, fuck you. I don't know if English is Riddle's first language, and Riddle is also on a phone, so they probably have like 20 to 30 seconds delay. So, like, they've got the deck stacked against them. Space Freed? Are you at least gonna DM it to me later? I don't know if I want to. I'm with Riddle moving from piss. Talk is a plus. Phone have 20 seconds delay. Yeah. And that just gets bigger and bigger. You probably have to reset it now. When I watch people on my phone, I would have like 15 seconds delay. And every now and then it would hitch for a second. Just a second. But it would do this like every 5 minutes, right? And eventually I'd get to the point where I'm like 45 seconds behind, and I have to pause and play to catch up. My phone does better than my PC. There have been times where, yes. There have been times where I would like watch people twice. I would have my second account to like tell jokes, and my phone would be ahead of my PC, and I was like, what the fuck? What? Why is the phone faster? My PC is literally plugged in. So that's what it is. Yes, you do, because I improve with criticism and you can easily laugh it off. Happens to me with FOSStream? Yeah. Yeah, it does depend on the upload speed of the streamer. It depends on your download speed. It depends on your computer performance. There's a lot of things that just, if it pauses the stream for a little bit and causes you to buffer, that will cause you to be further and further behind. And so if you're getting a smooth stream, and you have good download, and good ping, you should be like 1 second behind, and it should stay there. That's typically where I am with most people. However, anything can interrupt that, and it'll just make the time get longer and longer. Look here, Ewan, I said I am the most toxic. You're the most cringe! What would Lost One be? This is going to come off as insulting. And I don't mean for it to. But Lost One might be the most moody. Because Lost One is really nice. They are overly nice. Not overly, like, affectionate, but very complimenty. And if you give them one reason to, like... If you give them one, like, hey, fuck you, Lost One is like, okay, I'm going to hold this against you forever, fucker. And so... Bro, true, I am moody as fuck. There's certain people that Lost One tolerates. He pretends to get along with. And I'm just like, oh, jeez. But I love Lost One. Lost One is really nice to me and most people. Damn, you and calling me a pothead? I was not calling you a pothead. You're the one that said spacehead. Lost One's most mod. What has we caused another blackout? Dude, I don't know what's going on with the power. You know what's crazy? In the last week, we have had 3 power outage. All of them. Every single power outage has been when I'm live. What? How does that happen? Yeah, Lost One tolerates me. What is Spacefish the most? Okie dokie, I gave you the tea. Okay. I feel like maybe I've heard it before, Kisu, and I just forgot. I feel like something might have happened with him, and Shin was like, hey, by the way, this went down with this person. Well, 2 of them was in one day, and I was live for both of them. One of them was at 9:20, and then it was at 12:30. You know, I actually like Matt. I get mad at him, mostly for the Vitulin. I think you like Matt, but he's in a different category for you. And I think there's some others as well. I would put Ciceld in there as well. Where, like, you like them, you like that we have so many mutual friends, but, like, having a conversation with them can frustrate you. And so, you treat them just a little differently than the others. How do you cause a blackout? Global could figure it out. What is Spacefish the most of? Bubbly. Spacefish is the most bubbly. Easy. Done. So technically you should have caught it once. But we started streaming again. I've hit all 3. Alex, the government is doing dark shit, slam table, trying to take my femboy away. I love sis, I just give him shit. Hi, Smug. Sup, Buelan, congrats on hitting day 400. Great job, thank you. I love Sis. He doesn't frustrate me at all. I like to argue with him. It is fun. Anytime I see you two talk, I feel like you're both getting frustrated. And I feel like both of you get in a mood of, I am going to have the last word. Ooh, what is smug the most? What is a word for, like, calm, vibe, and, like, chill to relax to, but in a manly, like, deep voice way? Like, it has to have that deep voice undertone. Spacefish, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, what a cutie. Arguing with them is fun. I hate arguing with Sis. Because what Sis will do... God, he's so fucking pedantic. I will be like... In Monster Hunter, the Kinsect Glaive no longer can do the helicopter tech. They don't knock themselves back up in the air after hitting with an aerial move. And Sis will go, you mean the Insect Glaive? It's a Kinsect, but it's called the Insect Glaive. And I'm like, hey, what was the fucking point of the thing I just said, Sis? I don't know. I'm gonna fucking pull my hair out with this guy. Oh my god. He will... You can make... If you get in an argument with him, you cannot make spelling mistakes. You cannot call something the wrong name, because he will call it out. And it's like, focus on the fucking argument. Not that. He's literally the motherfucker that calls out your spelling in an argument. What insulting thing has he chosen for me being the most? You're the most toxic, Gale. But, okay, here's the thing. You're the one that's mean to me, even when I'm, like, already feeling bad and crying. That's why you're the most toxic. You're many other things. Gale is often most helpful. I have seen him do a lot of mod work while also, like, guiding Foss or Spacefish and, like, giving them very helpful instructions. But you should feel more bad. Fuck you. Now that I've seen Sis in a different light, I feel bad about talking to him. What is that? Only if I remember all them ready warm inside, Spacefish is a true mommy. Dylan's handing out trophies for most. I got most blunt. But I have a hidden one that Steffi Boy won't tell me because he's worried how I'll react. Can you tell him I'm inflammable? I'm not gonna say it, Violet. I just don't want to. Okay, like I said, fun. Maybe we need to overwhelm him with more faulty grammar. Overload his brain. I'll take most short end of the stick, thanks. Hi, Yuki. Wow, 400 day of walking. Good afternoon, cutie. Speaking of day 400, I am planning to do Ocarina of Time on, I think, Sunday. I think Spacefish wants to do a thing tomorrow? I'm not entirely certain on that. It's kind of like she's putting this group thing together, and it's like, all right, we're thinking Saturday at this time, and it's like, so like this Saturday or next weekend, like which Saturday? Wait, today is Friday? I believe so. Well, for health anyways. I'm great at using Terra Brew grammar. Oh, what we doing with Fish Face? I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about it, is the thing. I don't know if she's announced it and I'm spoiling it by saying, hi, Nick. I see the cute and adorable Freya? You do. In some places, yeah, hunt. It is. I got to play 7 days yesterday. I worked too hard yesterday. I think it's Saturday. Today is Friday. There's certain people that I'm like, what are they the most of? It feels insulting to say most of this, most of that, because they're not really most of anything, but they're a good combination that's still very unique and likable. Are you Icy Fire? Why in the world are you hang now? Look at the monthly themes, Kisu. I'm a hang drum. What am I the most of, from your opinion, Yulin? Well, you might have been who I was thinking of when I was like, what is Icy Fire the most of? I can't really think of they're the most of anything. But, like, they have a good combination of stuff. Oh, right, I forgot about monthly themes. The hang drum is kind of like, eh. There's been other themes that I liked way more. But Weird Instruments was like, eh, okay. Pure toxicity. LG, yeah, most bland. Oh my god. Most negative Nancy jokes. There you go, Icy Fire. Can't compliment you without you twisting it into a fucking negative thing. How are you, Yulin? I had a rough start today. We streamed for 4 minutes this morning, Nick, and we had a power outage. So I had to go live again at 9:30. Me being toxic makes sense, being a person who played Teemo. I saw a Teemo clip recently, Gale, where Teemo was just in a bush, waiting by Baron. And the enemy team starts fighting Baron, they hit 2 shrooms, and Teemo's team comes from the river. And there's like 20 shrooms up the river from Baron. And by the other team coming from the river, it kind of just makes the enemy team kind of move left. They're kind of giving themselves space between the other team and Baron. And just one by one. 1 shroom, 2 shroom, 3 shroom, 7 shroom, 12 shroom. They just get fucking shredded. And then Teemo's just like, you're in the wrong part of the river, motherfucker, and just, starts fucking shooting blow darts at him. And it was so orchestrated, right? It was so just like, I'm gonna put all these shrooms on this side, you guys are gonna come from the right side, and they're going to move left into all of the shrooms. It was like, if you were a Teemo main, it was probably art. Most negative Nancy, I shall wear with pride. Captain Teemo on duty. Hello, Nick. Hope you're well. Why is Icy Fire so small and cute? Effort. They want to look that way. So they put effort into being that cute and small. Boy, I'm back. I sit around for 50 minutes. There was no chairs. If your shroom is not on cooldown, you ain't playing it right. Icy Fire is most floaty. That devilish landmine. Boy, I'm the most evil. Effort to become small? It doesn't take a lot of effort, but yeah. There's a slider in VR chat. You just make yourself big and small. Here, can I do it? Here. Just like that. I need my Flan badge. How am I supposed to grow past if I don't know about it? Okay, Vagar. Icy is the most bad at being evil. A Gale. Icy Fire, you are small and cute to me. How about me? I'm not gonna say that on stream. I hate it here. Uh-oh. Guys, Freya just typed something out. Do I look right and see what it is? Wait, did you type something out? I heard the pop, but now I just... Oh, okay. There's the dots there. I thought that was you typing a new message. Freya's cute and adorable to me. Or I could play a guessing game. What the fuck will Yulin say about Freya that he can't say on stream? Alright, I'm gonna fucking say it, okay? And the other two, you can't get mad at me. Freya's the most mommy. Freya literally shows up and is like, hey chat, Ara, Ara. And it's like, yeah, you fucking lean into it. Most mommy. Don't look at me like a desktop mute. I agree, Freya's most mommy. My actual dilemma. Called it. How are you, Freya? I agree, Freya's most mommy. Alright. Kisu? Mm-hmm. I appreciate you, Violet. Let's see what Kisu sent me. I hadn't heard this version of it, Kisu. And looking at that, I'm like, yeah, he fucking would. Just hope they don't tag team and jump on you, Yulin. Why would I hope? Why would I not hope for that? Huh? But can you appreciate my desire to improve? Oh, yes, of course, of course. What I'm saying is I appreciate you saying basically what I just voiced in the group chat. Freya's chat mom, she makes sure we brush our teeth and put on clean clothes and tucks us into bed. Are you Riddle? Hi, cute small one. Yeah, it was just handled immaturely is all. Yeah. Yeah. I am sympathetic toward it, right? Like, I get having a feeling of, like, I can't speak up about this. You know, even if it's the right thing to do, even if, you know, at the end of the day, it's your responsibility, not anyone else's. I can understand. I just had a fucking massive debate with Foss about the Garlean, so this stuff is fresh in my mind. I understand the thought of, like, this is difficult, and being afraid to speak up about it. I mean, if it's in an hour, then I gotta know. So it's worth asking? I don't think it is, but... And some of them go a little too hard and offensive? For sure. 100% for sure. Freya, may I please pat the tail? And she's gonna say yes, but just the tail. Like Clylo and Iron Rocky Shores. We don't get along well enough, but I actually don't know who that is. I don't know if I have too many friends that I'm like... So there's two things that can push my buttons. There's topics that, like, anybody can push that I'm like, I want you to stop. And I almost never deal with those. I feel like maybe I had to once with one group. And then there's things that just, like, on a very surface level can bother me. So, like, when I have a power outage and everybody comes in, they're like, Yulin's late, and I'm, like, already stressed out about it. That one, if it pushes me too hard, I will be like, guys, I need you to stop. And even then, I just gotta fucking deal with it, right? Because I can say that, and then somebody can join a minute later and be like, you late, and it's like, ah. Typically, I don't like that one, but I put up with it because you guys like it. It doesn't bother me too much. It's the same thing with marine biologists. I don't really care for the whole marine biologist joke. But you guys all have so much fun with it that I'm like, okay. But, like, if somebody made a marine biologist joke, like, 5 times in a day, and they just kept pushing it, I'd be like, you need to stop making this joke. It is just not funny. What's the marine biologist joke? So, Violet, do you know who Corvu is? COR_VOUS. They're one of my best friends. Who? Cor who? They are a VTuber. They're a harpy. They're very, very smart, but they can be a little ditzy. And so, what is Icefire doing? He's just floating along. At one point, I told them I am an environmental biologist. Hi, Suki no Yu. I went to school. Cor mentioned, I only do this once per stream. I told them I was an environmental biologist. When I went to college in 2009 to 2014, I got a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Biology. And then in 2014 to 2017, I went to school again and got a degree in Geographic Information Systems. Now, I told Cor I was an environmental biologist. For some reason, she remembered that as marine biologist. So for like 2 years straight, she would ask me for fish facts, like once a week. She'd be like, hey, Yulin, give me a fish fact. And I'd be like, what? Why? I don't know. Manta rays have a barb near the base of their tail. So I've got the main tail and then like a barb thing. Rip Steve Irwin, he a real one. Right? This went on for like 2 years. And then at one point she was like, hey, Yulin, give me a fish fact. I was like, I don't really have one that you haven't heard before. And she's like, but Yulin, you're a marine biologist. I was like, no, I'm not. And she's just, dead silence for 5 seconds. But, Yulin, I thought you were a marine biologist. No, why did you think that? I've never been a marine biologist, huh? And she's like, don't you have a degree in marine biology? And I was like, no. I have a degree in environmental biology. You thought I had a degree in marine biology? And she's sitting there just like, yeah, that's why I ask you for fish facts. And it was just like, what the fuck? No. So she just thought I was a marine biologist for like 2 or 3 years. And it was just a funny moment where like she found out and they decided to keep the joke going. So her chat and her just still ask me fish facts. True harpy moment. Hi, Nick. I'm okay. Thank you. Yes, you may. Only the tail. He's a bit too offensive jokey. Makes a lot of racist and LGBTQ jokes. I'm 90% sure he's red. Yeah. To be fair, 2 to 3 years of fish facts is kind of crazy. I have approximate knowledge of a great many things. Grandpa always said if you don't tell someone you don't like pea soup, then they're going to keep happily making it and not realize. What is Icefire doing? Floating. Aforementioned. Welcome, Suki no Ho. Holy shit, how much older than me are you? I'm probably like 1 or 2 years older. I just turned 33, Violet. I was a senior in high school in 09. Steve Irwin was my hero as a kid. I was devastated. I was too. I remember where I was when I learned that he died. True harpy moment, bird memory. I'm so shocked no one was automaton. So now I am. Wait, what? Are you Pixel? Core's a sweet bean. I'm like Bird. I already forgot their name. Core and Lofam, the same brain cell? Maybe the same amount of brain cells. Very different brain cells. M older. Time to eat Ray, guys. Oh, I just turned 30, so your hub's age? You're my hub's age, Violet? Core? Their hubs is not core. Core is just who we were talking about with the marine biology thing. And someone mentioned them with Lofam. So Lost One said Core and Lofam have the same brain cell because they're both bird VTubers. Core's best Harvey. I'm okay last week at work. Next week, yippee. Oh, that's their name. Yeah. Corvu, and we just shorten it to Core. Hubs is the father of my 4 children. Hubs is husband. Core's best harpy. The problem is we know so many harpies that I feel like when I'm like, this is the best harpy, the other 3 are like, well, what the fuck? We're at 5.5 miles, by the way. Right? Harpies are just one of those, like, common VTubers. There's a lot of wolves. There's a lot of cats. There's a lot of birds. After that, you start getting other common animals. And there's a lot of raccoons, quite a few dogs. There's a lot of demons. I only know 1 harpy, I think. I know so many harpies, and like, when it comes to harpies, I know Core, I know Lofam, I know Kumi, I know Frosted Fricks. There's a 5th one that I'm not going to name because they've kind of fallen off a crazy wagon and wolves, foxes, cats, dogs. I only know 2 Moogles, a lot of cats. I only know Core is a harpy. Unless one of you is one. Someone said fox girls are so common and I died a little. Just how it is, Violet. They're pretty. You know, don't ever like... Don't be an idiot like me and think things are better for being unique. Because I'm like that. I will see something that I like and then I learn it's popular and I will distance myself from it. When I played Final Fantasy, I was so excited to be a Lancer and to be a Dragoon. And you know what? If I had stuck with that, I don't know if I ever would have changed. I probably would have really liked Dragoon. And I remember telling somebody, I'm a Lancer, and they're like, oh yeah, everybody starts as a Lancer. It's the common class, the Demon Hunter of Final Fantasy. And I was like, okay, never playing this again, and I re-rolled on the spot, and so my Lancer is literally like level 15. I love my doggo girls. Core Euland is a marine biologist. And Lofam not knowing how to say Core's name for their old friendship. That was so fucking funny. Hipster Euland. I really am. My friend, they actually showed up in chat recently. I am feral. They sent me a picture. It's a hammer with a wooden hammerhead and a metal shaft. And it's like, damn, look at how unique this hammer is. Too bad it's useless. Be more normal. And I was like, God, dude, fuck, this hurts. Oh, I'm unique and unaffected. Ain't none like me. I got most blunt. I just cracked up. Silver Veil is Jewel. Yeah. Also Cinder Woo and Buff Pup. Hipster Mooglin Bard. I don't like how everything went down with Silvervale and Hogwarts. I do side with Silvervale. 100% I do side with her in that whole debacle. It just... I don't like how I'm wording this. I didn't perfectly agree with her response, if that makes sense. Arf, arf, arf. What happened in Hogwarts? I made my own race, LL, so it's probably impossible to have another with the same race. So when Hogwarts Legacy came out, there's a lot of people that hate J.K. Rowling. I'm one of them. J.K. Rowling's a piece of shit. And she has become just incredibly anti-trans in the last few years. Like, she has a merch shop of anti-trans stuff. Like, little buttons that say only 2 genders. And so she's just shitty. Hogwarts was quite the mess with social media? Yeah. So, when Hogwarts Legacy was coming out, because J.K. Rowling was so anti-trans, there was a boycott of it. There was a lot of people that were like, hey, don't forget that Rowling is super anti-trans and shitty. If you play this game, you're supporting Rowling and supporting just anti-trans sentiment. Which is like, hey, I get that, and technically yes, but like, for a lot of people, they don't know about this stuff. They're not like, because I bought this game, let everyone know my statement of I hate trans people, right? There's a lot of people who, they might know, but it's not a direct support, right? It's not like, hey, I'm buying this game just to support Rowling. For a lot of people, it was like, Hogwarts was a really big part of my childhood. I want to play this game again. It means the world to me, and having an open-world Hogwarts game is all I've wanted for 10 years. It sucks that Rowling's name is on it, but this ain't about her. This is about me and my childhood passion. And people were like, nope, this means you hate trans people, fuck you. And so people were really, really going after anybody that showed any support of Hogwarts Legacy at all. Silverveil was one of these individuals. She grew up on Hogwarts. She grew up on Harry Potter. It was like, not a defining thing, an influential and like character shaping influence on her. And so she was very excited to play, and people were like, oh, well, you should know, it's got Rowling's name on it. It's, going to support her and her donation she gives to anti-trans stuff. It's going to do this. And Silverveil was like, you know what? That sucks. But, this is important to me. Maybe I donate to a charity. I'm gonna play this game. And the internet just went ballistic over that. They tried to cancel her. They doxed her. They went after Silverveil. And Silverveil didn't really respond with, like, push this under the rug. She didn't respond with, like, this sucks and, like, bro, what the fuck? She kind of responded with, and I could be remembering this wrong. Kisu might know more than me, because I think Kisu, well, I don't know if Kisu knows. But I'm totally open to be corrected with this. I think Silverveil responded with a little bit of, like, you're gonna make me anti-trans over this. Like, if you're gonna challenge me, I'm gonna step up and meet the challenge. And, like, I don't think Silverveil is anti-trans at all. I don't think she supports that mentality at all. But I think she responded with a little bit of, I don't even want to say, like, fire with fire. Because it wasn't like she was doxing or sending death threats. But she very much, like, I don't know. I don't know how to word this. She was very, very fired up, and she probably said some things that she might regret at this point. But again, I'm speaking from a point of view of, like, that was 3 or 4 years ago. I don't remember the whole thing. You should go look it up if you want. I remember it had a bad taste in my mouth. Again, this feels so irresponsible of me talking about this, where I'm, like, super wishy-washy. I don't have the whole story, but I 100% side with Silverveil through the whole thing. I was sad to see her leave VShojo, and I think part of her leaving VShojo was because VShojo didn't really support her as much as she would have liked, as she needed while she was dealing with all this harassment. And I think VShojo kind of looked at her a bit as like, well, you kind of brought this on and egged it on. And so she kind of distanced herself from Bishoujo, like, if you're gonna treat me like this, fuck you, I'm going back to indie. I 100% feel that Silvervale was in the right for everything went down. But it just felt like there was a lot of fired up energy and a lot of mudslinging. Hi, Fox Tato. Boycotts are fun and all, and get some visibility for a topic, but the instant you start yelling at people about what they should do, you've got to think about if you're doing more harm than good for your movement. Yeah, and like, it helped Hogwarts Legacy. It was a backfired boycott, and they went after some of the most wholesome people. The fact of the matter is, the people that were targeted with these boycotts, these were not, like, anti-trans people. These were people they considered easy targets because they would have an open dialogue. They went after Silvervale. They went after Pikami, that's her name. They went after, like, the nice, wholesome people. They didn't go after, like, Trainwrecks, or, oh god, what's the other guy's name? The one guy that's super, like, anti-trans right now. They didn't go after, like, the shitters. They went for the people that were just, like, trying to have a good time and play something that was important to them from their childhood. Which, when you look at it in that light, who's the fucking villains in this situation? Your message can be right. Your message can be good. You know? Love trans people. But if you cannot do an ends justifies the means, scorched earth, be the shittiest human beings to people that, quite frankly, didn't deserve it. I have zero sympathy for the people that were on the, like, harassing end of Silvervale and Pikami. Hogwarts was quite the mess with social media. It really was. I try to be happy most of the time making a joke, because it mostly was a sad and angry man most of my life. I can't keep being the old person. I'm Shapeshifter Slime. The woman is a cunt, but the game is still great. It is a good game. It's not perfect. It is a good game. And I don't think Rowling had too much intervention with it. It has some, like... Here's the problem. The problem with Rowling is that she had a lot of accidental trans messages. She had a lot of, like, hey, here's a lot of, like, trans support, trans mentality. Like, you know, be who you want to be, not who you're born as. She had a lot of things that really, really spoke to trans people. And, like, her fandom just has a lot of trans people. And so, in recent years where she's been like, hey, fuck all these people, they feel really, really betrayed. And it's like, how could she do this when she had so much, like, positive trans messaging in her books? What the fuck happened? And it's like, oh, maybe she didn't have positive trans messaging. Maybe she's just a fucking idiot and did it all on accident. Because it's not like she's the most elegant and, like, well-articulated writer. Fucking one of her Asian characters is named Cho Chang. She literally just has, like, fucking racist names for, like, 3 or 4 different characters that are not real names. It's just like, this is what I think an Asian name is. Now that was fire with fire. You want me to be a villain? Okay. Bishoujo doesn't want to be involved, I think? Yeah. I really like Bishoujo in a lot of situations. I don't think they handled that one good. They always to go to the nice people. No backbone. Well, she shouldn't have said what she did. I, as an LGBTQ person with 3 trans siblings, I do hate certain LGBTQ groups. Yeah. They do get really toxic and hurt us trying to get rights. They do. Society makes it hard to do fun things nowadays. Are you talking about Midwards Legacy? Yeah. But it's here that you guys say Matrix was trans? Yes. Yes, Matrix was written by 2 trans women. And it has a shit ton of transgender messaging. Putting on the conspiracy theory hat for a little bit, Wanted to really do some damage to a group's image while doing some fun harassment. You could pretend to be part of a group and harass people in their name. Yeah. Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like, honestly, I don't fucking doubt that that happens, Fox Tato. That's the type of thing that, like, I mean, we're seeing it now with the conservatives and AI commercials they're doing. You just know it happens. But it sounds really bad when you're like, that wasn't us. That was somebody pretending to be us. We would never do that. That's them pretending to be us to discredit us and, you know, make us look bad. But we never would. It's just like, do you have proof? No, but I know. It's like, that looks real bad. Matrix like The Matrix? Yes. Dying a little inside. Somehow give you 12 inclines so I can test my new headphones with his pain moans. Wait till tomorrow. Well, the time they were now women? Yes, at the time. Now they are women. At the time, it was before they transitioned. But they were still, like, you know, in the know for stuff. Can we talk about games again? That also reminded me when the leader of the Gorillas did a talk show. And they say Trump was racist. I'm like, dude, you have a little yellow lanky girl called Noodle. Just say you dislike Trump and move on. I don't know if having a girl with the nickname Noodle is necessarily the same thing. I just can't get over Rowling talking about how wizards used to shit on the floor. That reminded me of the white nationalists breaking into and vandalizing stores trying to make it look like BLM. Yeah? Tomorrow? Nuh-uh. Better send some audio in that case. Oh my goodness. You want to give me incline when we're already at 6.1 miles? We're like at the end of the walk error. Especially if she was the one who picked the name Noodle. So, like, if you just introduce a character that's Asian as Noodle, I don't think that's necessarily racist. But I could see the line of thought that looks at that. If you have a character that is an Asian girl adopted by two white guys that are like, what do we call her? Let's call her Noodle, because they're both fucking idiots. That's storytelling in my eyes. What best medal does Error get? What does Error get? Or most medal? Like, if she picked it as her own nickname, it'd be totally normal. I mean, one of Kamala's nicknames is Coconut. Huh? Two idiots sounds like a funny story? Yeah, so it's like, to me, it's storytelling, right? It is potentially slightly racist. But, like, it's from two white guys who adopted this girl. They probably didn't know. And now she grows into it and she's like, this is the name my dad's gave me. I like it. I will always like it. It's one of those, like, it has storytelling to it. It's not just like you're looking at the concept sketch with no backstory of a character. Of, I've written this girl and her name is Cho Chang. Okay, why is her name that? Sounded like a good one. Okay, well, Cho is South Korean, and Chang is Mandarin, and you have combined two different languages because you just thought they sounded Asian. You're not going to find that name naturally in the world. If I recall, Noodle arrived in a box as an orphan, did a solo, spoke in Japanese, and said Noodle at some point. So she was given the name Noodle. Exactly. She probably said Noodle. And I can fucking see Murdoch just being like... I can see Tootie being like, what do we call her? And Murdoch just being like, I don't know, she says fucking Noodle all the time. Just call her Noodle. Like, to me, that's just storytelling, right? gonna say Murdoch is a lot more problematic than Noodle being named Noodle Elf. Yeah, Murdoch is like... There's some fucking problems with that character, honestly. I think at some points he wears, like, Nazi paraphernalia, and it's like, ooh, maybe don't. Hi, Sleepy. People are Pokemon now? Noodle? Oh god. We're in a cave and my brain is like, oh, we're at the end. This is the last stretch. I'm like, no, there's a whole other section. What? But this feels like the end. This feels like an end to a walk. Murdoch is the devil or something? I don't think he's the devil. He is a Satanist. He wears an upside-down cross. Wait, did I miss the Monhun news again? We have not talked Monhun at all. I'm saving that for when we finish walking, and I can just jump into it. Because, basically, I started recording notes for Monster Hunter, and then I realized it was 8:45, and I was looking at a Reddit thread that just had, here's all the things we learned yesterday in the dev streams and demo videos. And so I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep this Reddit page open, and at some point, I will just read down the list of like 100 things. And we've just, you know, the conversation has been moving enough today that we haven't gotten to it yet. But I will. Monhun news? There's been so much Monhun news. The big one, Violet? The big one is that the helicopter is gone. If you play Insect Glaive, you can no longer Kershaw after you whoosh whoosh. If you jump into the air and do your whoosh 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 whoosh, you do not Kershaw and jump back into the air, you just land. So, what it used to be was Insect Glaive would go whoosh 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 whoosh, Kershaw, whoosh 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 whoosh, Kershaw, whoosh 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 whoosh, Kershaw. And then they couldn't do a fourth one, and so they would have to do their grounding attack where they would go whoosh slam. That is gone. Now, you jump into the air, you go whoosh 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 whoosh, and you land. No, the only thing I'm good at, I'm so confused. A lot of people are like, why the fuck would they do this? And I agree with them. Kinsect had 3 playstyles? Kind of 4. And it feels like they've just removed one of them. And it's like, why? This is also the one that people most know the Insect Glaive for. Why would they take it away? However, it does seem like you're still going to be able to play an aerial playstyle. It's just going to be a lot more up and down. You're going to be touching the ground more. So, in particular, Insect Glaive gets a new attack that's like a rising slash, where literally they just like do a fucking tornado slash that jump. They do like a fucking Shoryuken slash with the spear, while their bug is also like doing a tornado spin up, and it does like a shit ton of damage. And then you're in the air and you can do a grounding attack from that. So potentially, you can do the Shoryuken slash, do whoosh 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 whoosh, or like Shoryuken slash and then ground slam. It looks like it'll still be good. It looks like you can still play a very aerial style. Oh, thank goodness I keep getting called away when you start talking about it. Helicopter, what? No, the only thing I'm good at, I'm so confused. I'll show you later, Violet. Meow, heck. Ah. Oh my god, we're at 6.4 miles. We're getting there. You know what's fucking with me? Because I always start at 9, I can look at the time that I've been live and just convert that to what the time is. So right now, it says I've been live for 2 hours and 51 minutes. So I'm like, it's 11:51. Wait, no, that doesn't work today. It's 12:26. Like how Steppy Boy gonna tell me my real medal later? I'm never gonna tell you, Violet. And you know what? The more you ask, the more you make it so they'll never tell you. Because it proves my point. And makes it more right. And I'm like, oh no. Why don't you go ahead and make a 20-hour walking video? Fuck you. Never. Some of those beach videos are fucking 3 hours, though. Oh my god. Model? That Madge? I saw a video this morning. Most people, please? No. Elan's evil confirmed. My influence spreads. I saw a video this morning. In India, there was a street where it was raining, but only over 6 feet. So, like, imagine a 6-foot wide circle, and it's raining there. And everywhere else, no rain. They're in shade, there's rain clouds. But, like, just this 6 feet, it's raining. I've never seen anything like that. But I was kind of wondering, have you guys ever seen, like, the edge of rain? I remember one day when I was, like, 6 or 7 years old. I went outside. And the rain was, like, it stopped in front of my house. So, like, my house, not getting rained on. The house across the street getting rained on. And it, like, perfectly went down the street. So it was like, you know, the sidewalk on that side, getting rained on. The sidewalk on this side, not getting rained on. And I remember being like, what the fuck? That's weird. Oh, cool. When are you gonna show later? Whenever's convenient for you. Alien, yes, I have. Yes, seen it rain on one side of the street. I've seen the edge of rain before. Haven't seen it in a long while before, though. I've only seen it the one time. The one time is just when I've seen it. I actually may have seen it looking out across the lake once or twice. That's not one I can turn off. I don't even know if Violet is the most people pleaser. Because Cairo is still here. And Cairo is a fucking people pleaser. I still think it's cool, though. Hi, Shocky. Happy 400th day. Hi, Lobo. That means there's a UFO right over your house. My body is prepared for alcohol. Whoa, Raiders. Welcome, Raider Shocky. We are at 6.5 miles. I should be further based on this time. But I had a power outage earlier. Is Cairo? Is Cairo the most people-pleasy? Yes. Cairo will add Bean Boozled on their channel points redeems for a cheap amount of points with no cooldown. Because it makes them happy. Hey everyone, sorry, I need to go run food. Okay. Wow, Yulin was late. No! Shocky, please! I was not late, I just had an outage. Where in WoW are we? We are in Mount Hyjal. We started at the bottom. We're almost at the tree. I find Cairo a little combative. So, yes. Cairo is the type that, like, he likes to tell jokes and come out swinging with them. And sometimes they, like, annoy people. Maybe it's my tism. No. I feel like it definitely gets to you more than some other people. Okay, so I'm not wrong. You're not. He never means it, Kisu. Never feel like Cairo is actually mad or, like, angry at you. And if you message Cairo, like, hey, this kind of rubbed me the wrong way, Cairo will be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I was just having fun. It's just bants to me. That is a phrase I've heard Cairo say many times, is, it's just bants to me. And, like, meeting some of Cairo's friends, if Cairo is at, like, a 50%, some of his friends are at, like, an 80%, and he's the accommodating, mediating, hey, let's all be chill and nice, and I'm like, whoa. But yes, I have seen Cairo say things that I'm like, oh, can you you're gonna piss people off with that. And he's like, why? It's funny. And I'm like, it's not to everybody. Yeah, I'm the tame one, to be honest. I think I would just love being destroyed. Welcome, Cutie Shocky Raiders. Bottom at the bottom. Okay, so I'm not wrong. Started at the bottom, and now we're here. Almost to the tree. Got it. I swing, but like 100% of the time, zero hard feelings. But competitive versus engaging? Cairo is very approachable. You can just talk to him about it, and he'll be very quick to be like, I never wanted to hurt your feelings with this. Cairo is a very lovable and sweet being. So Cairo is a debater. Oh god. Finding more and more in common with Cairo. Cairo hates me. He bullied me. Yeah, I'm the tame one, to be honest, haha. Banter in terms of endearment. You like the bully. Say that to my heavenly Potem Combuster, Cairo. God, please. Do I have a most that isn't offensive? You're another one of those, Kisu, where it's like, a lot of good qualities, but are you the most of this? It might be offensive. Kisu is the fastest speedrunner. In terms of physically dying, she has so many health ailments. Oh my god, please help her. You're all sweet beans. Apparently have one that is, but he keeping it from me. Can't tell if because bottom brat or because proving point or gremlin having fun. What do heck? Kikiki. I need to go fix my wheel. No! She needs some milk. Obviously, there's more to you, Kisu. But, like, you're one of those people that... You're like Proxy. I don't know if I've ever met someone as much as you two that's like, yeah, so this is going on and it sucks. But we keep on keeping on, and I'm just like, fucking, how are they that strong? Oh my god. Wait, what are we talking about? Kisu said, what am I the most of? And I said, Kisu is the most fastest at fucking dying with health issues. Proxy is nice, sweet dad. So Kisu can't go on an adventure. Well, we can let her in the caravan and you will go on her place. We're still passing out most trophies, Trey. Just keep being most mommy. God, we're almost there. We're at 6.8. 6.8 miles. And like this is the end. This house right here. Yeah, I can't go on hikes anymore. Oh god. And air will be the most bottom. Air is the most angry finish. That's what air is. Hi, Kapal. We have 3 mommy, right? Kisu, Frey, and Violet? I think we have 4. And we potentially have 5. I'll fight for bottom, yes. You can't be the most bottom. I'm here. Welcome, Kapal. Look! There she is! It's Ysera. She's fucking dead. Unbottoms you, Yulin. Oh, this is a good zone to get. Anchor. Local. We're gonna come over here. Ah. Pause that. I would give you guys Wind Waker music, but it's nighttime. So there isn't any Wind Waker music. You can't be the most bottom here? Why not? But you're a princess, Elin. Okay. Bottoms have categories. Power bottoms, brat, adorable. You're the most streamer. I'm not even the most streamer in my own chat, okay? There are other people that hang out here that are, like, more streamer than me. Let's update our title. Well, thank you, Icy. Bum 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 bum. Okay. What was the mileage? Oh, it was so close to 6.9. That's so tragic. Now we rest. Done. What does more streamer even mean, LL? That statement of you not most streamer is a lie. Hi, Jack. Look, Jack is more of a streamer than me. He's streamed way more than I have. I'm okay right now. Baby girl dragged me to couch to watch a show with her. Wind sleeper then? Well done, Elin. The 2,000 plus miles walker. Aw. Brutal segs with Elin. What? Hi, Jack. They are more of a streamer. Are you saying more bigger streamer? Hello, Freya. I mean, it depends on what metric you're using, right? Jack has streamed many more years than me. You can go by follows. Aiko's here pretty often. That guy's like 9,000 followers or 7,000 followers. We just round up to 6.9? We rounded down to 6.8. It was 6.845. We're already doing a little bit of rounding. What you mean? You are streaming every day. When not telling me to prove a point mean that the day I simply stopped asking, I would then no longer qualify? Yeah, but that day's not gonna happen. Because you're very curious, Violet, and you does have to know. Beach day tomorrow? It is beach day tomorrow. Whoa. I need a drink. Not that I'm right, but it may be that you're the most concerned with how people perceive you. I'll fucking tell you, Violet. She sent me a fucking gif of Sailor Moon. There, okay? You can't be mad at me for that, okay? I don't know if anyone gets it right, Elin wouldn't say. Oh, 100%. There have been people being like, I know your name, and I'm like, no, you don't. And they're like, isn't it this? And I'm like, nope, not at all. Where'd you even get that, idiot? I am fucking toxic like that. Wait there for a moment. Hi, Big Deck. Dang, LOL. Oh my god, you're just now getting done? That's quite a long walk. We started 30 minutes late. We had a power outage right as we started. Oh no, nap time? A Another one? Yep, we've had 3 power outages in the last week. And all of them have been when I'm live. Isn't that awesome? Did I just crash? I did not crash, but XS Overlay did. So I can't see what any of you are saying now. I can't see a fucking thing. Okay. Maybe I can click this here. I ate too much? Oh, complex answer time. Depends on how close I consider them. The entire rest of the world holds me no sway over me. And then let me say, the number of people that make that list is less than 10. Yeah, Violet is very much like, I don't give a fuck what people say about me. However, there are specific people that like if someone like Spacefish or Hubs or Smug was like, Violet, I honestly don't think that much of you. You're dumb. And you consistently prove that to be the case. I feel like Violet would be like, oh, ow, what the fuck? Ah. I also don't believe that any of them even remotely believe that. That was what you were worried about? I didn't want to say it in front of everybody was the thing. That's what I was worried about. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Which map are we going to? Portal. Oh my god, famous streamer Jack. How Yulin, happy 400. Okay, now we can say whatever we want about Yulin. Miahaha. Yulin is more famous. I don't know. Sarcasm noted. But I like entertaining, and I'm an extrovert. I enjoy being able to make a room smile and laugh. I definitely think that about you, Violet. I don't know if I've ever seen you, like, actively inflict pain on yourself for that, though. Oh, wait. Gotta go back to the options. Baby girl going to grandma's house today? Getting her ready? Join whenever you're done. Is this the one I wanted? No, it's this one. Bite the cutie? I don't want to be bitten. Well, I guess I wouldn't mind if it's you, though, Violet. That's really fun to do. I am become Bedge.
Welcome, bitch.
Ugh. What? What? What's wrong, Violet? Well, Hubs is my actual opposite. Regularly says he isn't thrilled with some of the things I do and say, but 99% of our core values match. Love making the stick in the mud laugh. But what if it's just a gentle pat-pat? Why would you pat Yulin's face? They like doing it when I'm asleep. A lot of times he'll just pat me like this, and sometimes I'll wake up to it or like be falling asleep to it. Hi, Nyx. I'm not against it. Dang, I can't clip because on mobile. Oh my goodness, do people not enjoy pats? Not to their face. It's not the worst to me. And pats are good. I don't know about face pats. I used to people please to the point of damage. Mama stopped that early though. And I go out of my way to make sure no one knows if I'm hurt by it. Ewan, would you like your face to be pat? I would prefer face pats over no pats. I'm gonna do a thing to Ewan that a certain group of people will say is unholy. Sorry. Mumbles, dang, I can't click because I'm mobile. Ah. Nyx, I can't believe he caved. I cannot believe Kimmy has been such a bad influence on him. Welp, it is about that time. What? Time for you to leave and head off to work? Or get on and hang out with me, because I'm on much later than usual. Watches in Christian. Yup. Okay, Nyx. I hope your workday goes fast. I hope all those dumb kids are just energetic today and getting shit done and being productive. And I hope that bitch Susan didn't even bother to show up. We don't talk about that, Eland. Talk about what? I just rattled off like 3 things. So many streamers boop chat on VR chat. So it's like poking chat's eyeballs out. Okay, bye. Goodbye, Nyx. I'm gonna do something to you that would get a normal person arrested. But I won't be, because you will thank me for it. Hearing you say your name like that made my inner child so happy. Oh god, what name did I say? Did I say you sent me a Sailor Moon gif? Was that it, or? That's just what head pats remind me of. Hold on, Burr. Okay. What was all my notes? I don't think I even went through all of them, which is surprising to me because I lost half of my notes this morning. Susan. Oh, Susan. My daughter asked me if evil stepmommies are real. I told her yes, and mine was named Susan. Susan is a very, like, Karen-adjacent name. And so anytime somebody has a bitch coworker, I just assume it's Susan. And so I always tell Nyx when he's heading off to work, I hope that bitch Susan didn't show up today. And he's like, there's no Susan. Nobody at my work is named Susan. And I'm like, good. Sounds like they didn't show up. I love you. I love you too, Pixel. Violet is the cutest. I'm not cuter in chat. Oh my goodness. Okay. What are my stories? Okay. There were 2 things I didn't talk about, and then we gotta talk about Monster Hunter. You guys seeing this Brazilian Miku thing? You guys catching this? I am just seeing, maybe it's because I have Winter Blue on my Twitter. I have seen like 20 images of Brazilian Miku in the last 24 hours. You can blame Susan for who I am today. And I too hope she didn't show up for work. I'm not gonna attribute anything to Susan. You're fucking awesome because of you, Violet. She doesn't get any credit for that. Fuck her. Fuck that bitch, Susan. I love Brazilian Miku. I love all Miku, but Brazilian Miku looks pretty great. Yeah, it's been going for this whole-ish week. Where did it start? Why is Brazilian Miku a thing? It's fantastic. I'm just like, what is happening? And then the other big story. Lord of the Rings has announced a new movie. Presented by Peter Jackson. Directed by Kenji... I forget his last name. It is an anime style, and it is Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. It comes out this year. It's like November or December. I think it's December. It... I'm not gonna say it looks bad. It looks pretty good. It looks a little... I don't want to say regurgitated. It looks a little recycled. It is about a girl that's like the daughter of the king, and she's doing the whole like, I'm your fastest rider, I can fight, and it's like, wow. If I had a nickel for every time there was a princess of Rohirrim who was kind of a badass, but her dad didn't want her to fight and tried to keep her in a dress and in the back lines, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's a little irksome that it's happened fucking twice now. But yeah. War of the Rohirrim. It's just a full-on fucking Lord of the Rings movie. Now, not big upscale project. Filming out in New Zealand for 3 years movie. But it is an official Lord of the Rings movie. Are any of you Lord of the Rings fans? I kinda am. I wouldn't be, but I had like a massive Lord of the Rings fan as a friend in high school, so like by association I got dragged into the fandom. I know a lot of Lord of the Rings lore, but I'm not like... I don't have any like Lord of the Rings merch. I'm not like super into it. I do think it's all cool though. Oh, I think it's cool. I do really want to play that one Lord of the Rings game. The Mines of Moria game, which is a crafting survival game where you play as dwarves, but it's on the fucking Epic Store right now. Alright. How far can I move back? Okay. Are you ready? I can't pet you because my beanbag is too high. It's time for Monster Hunter news. People were playing the demo at Gamescom. There have been a few dev streams. Let's just fucking go through it all. Layered armor will not be available from the start, but at some point the whole thing will be available. I don't know if that means you don't get it at the start of the game and like you get to high rank and unlock it, or if it's just not in the game and patch 1.1 will have layered armor. I'm hoping it's the first, but we will see. New option in radial menu to choose the most suitable healing item, e.g. when health is 1%, use max potion. Also new quick menu to change items fast. It will work independent of the radial menu. 2 years later, update finally released. Oh, don't say that, Violet, please. High rank calling it now. We mentioned the like adaptive healing, optimal healing button. That sounds really cool to me. Pop-up camps and camps that can be set and destroyed by monsters. They function as normal camps. You can set up only 3 in the first area. So we've actually seen this in some of the videos, right? In the trailer we saw 3 days ago. We see a cat set down a camp and it just poof, it just pops up there. Those can be destroyed by monsters, so like be careful where you put them. And it's just gonna function as a camp. High rank calling it now. Hunters can cook quick meals on the go. The meals are customizable, similar to custom platters, but on a smaller scale. They give you buffs and use ingredients that you've gathered. Short. Secret will be the new mount. It can take you automatically to the monsters, or it can be controlled manually. Also, so you can take 2 weapons into the hunt. Also, supply items can be found in secret pouch. Hunters will be available to have a second weapon on your secret, but it will not be available from the beginning of the story, but it will be unlocked quickly. The new map is 3D, bigger, and is connected to the base hub, which means no loading screen when moving between the map and the base hub. So this I'm still curious about, because I'm wondering if it's still a different zone, but they just have an animation playing instead of a loading screen, but it's technically a loading screen. Or if it's just, no, you just fucking walk out of town and you're there. There were people theorizing initially that you would have the different zones. So like you would have a forest and you'd have a desert, and they would be two distinct zones. And you would, like, if you wanted to transition from them, you didn't have to go back to base. You could just go to the, like, walkway, the path between the forest and the desert, and it would play like an animation while you're in the loading screen. People were theorizing this because there was a clip in the first trailer where you're on a secret and it's jumping between rocks. And it's very clearly like you're not controlling the jumps. He's just going. But they were wondering, like, if this is what you do when going between zones. But we will see. When you see a monster in the wild, you can start its quest right then and there, hunt it, and continue exploring on return to base. Neat. Hunters can use the slinger hook to gather items and materials even when mounting a secret. Traps and barrels can be picked up after being deployed, and barrels can be thrown. Calico can speak, and it can be toggled off. A lot of this is really basic. Armor is no longer limited to genders, which means male characters can wear female characters, and vice versa. Some monsters will only spawn in certain weather conditions. Yeah. Skip the 60-second timer at the end of the quest with a button press. Ooh, that one's kind of nice. SOS will bring 3 NPC hunters. Temperature management is confirmed, so this is hot drinks and cool drinks. Let's go, ungendered armor. Yeah, there's a lot of posts about that yesterday. This makes the dilemma, though. Do I make the sluttiest guy character I can? Or do I make a really cool girl character? I don't fucking know. It depends on if we have sliders. If we have like a chest slider and I can make a flat girl, I could see myself going with that. Friday and not a single cuddle pile on top of Cutelin. That's not true. We've got... Oh, I still can't head pat him. Yeah, I've got Icy Fire here with me. You know what, Baldir? You're complaining about it a lot. Maybe it's time you do something about it. Get in VR chat and cuddle me. Temperature management, hot drinks and cold drinks. Well done steak will increase max stamina and health. Confirmed base for each locale. Oh, that's... Okay. That's interesting. Oh. Hunters can toggle between 3D renders and OG icons for armors and weapons in equipment box. When using sleeping items, e.g. light bowgun sleep shots, UI will show notification when monster sleeps. Takeru, hi. I'd cuddle the Yulin, except I won't be able to. I look forward to the day you can, Violet. Listen, Violet. If you need help, I can teach you how to make some quick cash. I can teach you about the pipeline. Okay? Do you know about the pipeline? Hi, Joel Soulseeker. Thank you for the follow. Oh, God. I have never launched VR chat before. You can play it on desktop. You don't need a VR headset for it. Dr. Mellow Bean. Pipeline. Alright, here's the deal, Violet. You get on RuneScape, okay? You go to the mailbox and you say, selling girlfriend services. Want to sell girlfriend services. What you're looking to do here is make money. You want to sell, like, if anybody asks feet pics, but, you know, pretend to be someone's girl for, like, $1 to $3. You're going to do that until you make about $30. Once you have $30, then you're going to get Final Fantasy XIV, and you're going to buy 2 months of subscription, okay? You have 2 months. 2 months to basically do the same thing. Hang out at the mailboxes, hang out at Limsa Luminsa, hang out in Ul'dah, go to the nightclubs, sell girlfriend services, sell feet pics, ERP with people. Here, you're looking to make about $300. Once you make $300, you're now at stage 3 of the pipeline. Once you have $300, you're going to buy a Quest 3. Once you have a Quest 3, you can get in VR chat and do the same things. You can head to the nightclubs, head to the worlds. I don't know your voice, but, you know, put on your cutesiest voice possible. Or you can do it as mute. Mute also works. Sell girlfriend services. Sell feed pics, sell lap dances, sell ERP. You can do it as mute. It'll be easier if you're not mute. You're gonna need a program called GoGoLoco. You can get that online for free. You are going to sell. You're gonna sell yourself. You are then going to be able to work up to about $2,000-ish. This is the big one. Now you're gonna buy an index. You're gonna buy trackers. You're gonna buy index hands. You're gonna buy base stations. You're gonna upgrade your computer. Now that you are at stage 4, I mean, you've basically got it. You've got what you want, the better computer, right? But at stage 4, you can now make the big money. Because, like, this is when you can do more than you could have on the Quest 3. This is when you can do, like, full lap dances. This is when you can, like, actually, like, you know, be interactive. Hook up the DPS on your avatars and, like, move your hips with it instead of just laying there with GoGoLoco. This is where you will have return customers. And again, you're gonna be all 4 stages. You're gonna be getting asked for feet pics for this. Keep those going. Target furries. Okay, I'm not saying, you know, anything disparaging about furries. I'm just saying they have a habit of having a lot of money on them, and they are good targets for this pipeline. And after this, you're gonna have a lot of problems solved. You're gonna have the good computer. You're gonna have the good headset. That's the pipeline, Violet. Is my streamer teaching us to scam? It's not a scam. It is a transaction. You're gonna sell yourself. You would shut the fuck up. I haven't tried lap dancing before, but it could work. Well, see, there's a novelty in that, right? You could sell lap dances, right? And people are gonna want that. You could sell first-time lap dances. People are going to want that. That is going to be like a premium, you know, once-in-a-time deal thing where it's like, oh, I've never done this before. You're gonna be my first. I hope I don't embarrass myself. And they're like, that's that's okay, girl. You know, just, you know, I'm sure you're gonna do fine. You just gotta know how to market yourself. Where were we with Monster Hunter? Shut the fuck up. No, I'm out here helping people. Shut the fuck up. Too far shut. Where were we? We were talking about the sleep status, right? When using sleeping items, shows a notification when it sleeps. Hunters can have up to 8 radial menus instead of the normal 4. And each one can have a custom amount of slots. God damn, holy cow. I like this. It's like Cutulin drunk, but didn't drink. Weapons have built-in armor skills. Hell yeah. Turf wars can happen even when hunters are in villages. Oh. Buffs and debuffs will have a 20-second timer when about to expire. That's useful. Sharpening weapons will increase sharpness gradually instead of waiting for the whole animations. Yep. Possible body slider and character creation. This one I kind of knew, but it's not confirmed. If I can make a chick character and put her bust down to 0, so I still have like the standard like girl, like thick thighs and fat ass, hell yeah. Everything was fine until you fucking fake E-boy voice. Ahahaha. But Air, what do you mean? Ahahaha. You know, you sound kind of cute, Air. Ahahaha. Maybe we should, like, go somewhere else. Ahahaha. Your avatar's really cute. Ahahaha. I'm gonna kill myself. It's what they do. Nothing is better than pointing out that laugh to people and then watching an e-boy come up and go, ahahaha, hey girls, what are you talking about? And it's just like, oh my god, no. I've seen it like 3 times where it gets called out and then an e-boy walks up and literally does the ahahaha. In-game. Monsters can fall due to environment, e.g. a sandhill will make a monster slip and fall. Underwater exploration is there, but no combat. There's a clip going around from yesterday of a monster or of a hunter swimming, and they are using the clutch claw thing to like collect materials from rocks underwater. And everyone's like, we could hope it's Loggy. And it's like, no, they said there's no underwater combat. They just didn't say no underwater. We're not getting Logiakris. Attacking monsters with a knife while mounted creates wounds. Oh. The handler Alma will remind hunters of tails they cut. That's funny. So tasty is confirmed under hidden conditions. Grilling meat is a rhythm game that rewards perfect timing with more meat. Oh, hell yeah. We're about halfway through these notes. Logi? There is a monster called Logiakris. If somebody wants to put that in chat real quick. It is the flagship monster of Monster Hunter Tri. It's like a big half dragon, half alligator. He's my favorite monster, and for a lot of people, especially those that started with Monster Hunter Tri, he is a favorite monster. One of the things that's really good about him, Violet, is that he had a really massive, like, crafted experience. And that is to say, it's not like you get a quest, go hunt a Logiakris. You show up, kill him, and like, cool, what a neat monster. He has like a story. You basically, like, your third quest, you're hunting a monster, and you encounter him. And your hunter's like, get the fuck out of there. That thing's gonna kill you. And so you run away. A couple hunts later, you meet him again, and you have to, like, you have to repel him. He's, like, going for a thing, and you have to fight him, but not to the point of winning. You just have to get him to leave. And then, a couple hunts later, it's like, this is it. This is the time. You need to go after this guy. And even his fight has a whole, like, progression. You start fighting him on land, where he's not that strong. He's very slow. He's very cumbersome. He has, you know, the turning radius of a crocodile on land. As you fight him, though, he gets like 66% health. He runs to the water. Once he's in the water, in the shallows, he's way faster. He's way more dangerous, and he has a lot of electricity. And being in water with electricity, fucking dangerous. As you fight him more, you push him to the deep water. And this is where he's really scary, because he has a lot of moves that literally involve him, like, diving down to the deep and diving back up. Like, becoming a fucking giant electricity torpedo. He is very scary and very dangerous in deep water. And so it's progression of, like, you have this monster that he's a bully to you. He's initially, like, pushing you around, and you are running away from him. And as you get stronger, it's like you're gearing up to fight him. You're getting ready to fight a Logiakris. And when you fight him, even his fight has this whole, like, you're fighting him on your turf. Now you're fighting him on even ground. Now you're fighting him on his turf. He's just a very well-crafted monster. And a lot of thought went into the experience of fighting a Logiakris. And so for that reason, he's just a lot of people's favorites. He's my favorite. And I fucking hate underwater stuff. I just think this guy's fucking cool. Eel Dragon, oh my. The amount of tutorials is customizable and toggleable. So if you don't want to see tutorials, you can turn them all off. Guarding at just the right time may cause a power clash, which is a quick-time button mash. Background music changes dynamically based on fighting one versus multiple monsters. Lightning can hit and damage players and monsters. One mounting finisher will not always... I think this is the notes I saw from yesterday. There is some new stuff, though. Background music changes. One mounting finisher will not always be enough to bring down a monster. Thunderblight can be negated by rolling. Secret has a limited number of auto dodges when the player is attacked while on it. Fishing system has been expanded, using special lures rather than bait. Strong monster lures can trigger barrel bombs. Character creator includes hair with multiple color shades. Ooh. The new handler Alma doesn't stay at camp. All characters are named. Accessibility option hold buttons can be switched to toggle buttons. Oh. Hook Slinger can be used to pull a monster slightly. Mostly useful to quick pull aggro. Pop-up camps can be placed at specific recommended locations with different safety levels. That's what I was curious about with pop-up camps. Because I want to set down a camp and not worry about it. I don't want to set down a camp that's like in the middle of a field that's going to be destroyed in 5 minutes. Capture Net and Rare Endemic Life are back. Gale, where's Gale? Are you here, Gale? It's fucking back. Bro, it's fucking confirmed. Oh my god, I'm so happy about that. In Monster Hunter World, there was Endemic Life, and you could capture it with a net and put it in your house. And that was not there in Rise. And it's back for this game, so fucking hell yeah. Using raw numbers for weapon stats instead of bloat numbers. Okay. Armor sets appear to use world set bonus system. Okay. UI now tells you what attack you are currently doing. Can pull vine traps down from trees. New large dung bomb to disperse monsters. Shinies or dropped monster parts are now named by the UI as what part they are. Full map is seen of windward plains. It's big but not insanely massive based on the UI. Has a total of 17 areas. Is Paratoad Pro back? Paratoad is back. I don't see it in these notes, but I remember reading it yesterday that Paratoad is 100% back. Monsters you do damage to during your main quest maintain damage, and you can keep fighting even after the quest's over, starting a new hunt right away according to the devs. NPCs will now casually wander around the map. Calicos no longer seem to join in on 3+ player hunts. Can climb on monster corpse and carve. You no longer phase through. So, like, let's say you kill a really big monster. You don't phase through it. You don't just walk through it and you're inside of it. Now you will literally, like, climb on top of it and carve it from up top. You know I'm gonna throw small barrel bombs while you're sleeping. Please don't. Can we just cuddle instead? Can accept quests in field to keep going, as well as see a list of available quests and individual monsters are shown to have strength levels. Map looks nicer this time around and can be opened without blocking player's view. Instead being an overlay and can be rotated and moved around in a 3D way to look around user. Some more from today. NPCs that respond to SOS flares can be customized. You can have the full party be you, your Palico, one NPC hunter, and one NPC Palico, for example. Oh, that's cool. Alma's on-hunt behavior can be customized to some extent. Destroyed pop-up camps can be repaired. Some monster layers have environmental features that benefit the monster. If your Palico notifies you haven't managed to land any attacks for a short while, it will try to pull aggro to allow you to get an opening. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, shoot. Okay. Koyo is going to do Lethal Company today. I kind of want to join that, but I also kind of want to nap. I think today he was locking it to 4 people. And so I might let others play with him initially and then join later. Let's jump attack from their body. Speaking of barrel bombs, I gotta explode off somewhere. Have a good sleepies. Bye, Cairo. I hope the rest of your workday goes fast. I hope you blink and it's the end of your day and you're like, fucking hell yeah, it's time for the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend. Wow, there's like nobody on my follow list playing Black Myth Wukong. That's crazy to me. I expected that to be like the only thing people are playing. Also, holy shit, there's a ton of people live today. What the? Blink and then I'll be drunk trying to teach Lofam Fortnite. Good God, bye Huntera. That was the Monster Hunter notes. I started the day off trying to write all that down. I was writing that down in my notebook and I got 4 lines in. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm just gonna keep this page open. There's too many things here. I am getting tired though. Who's here with me? It's just me and Icy right now, right? Hmm. I see many people online. Ray is AFK, so she's technically. Oh. Oh, Octal Mage is on. Yeah. Today was a good walk. I was, you guys know, I was stressing the fuck out at the start because of that power outage. But we got through it. Later today, we will be on Core Stream as she does. I think we're doing world exploration today. I accidentally grabbed the thing. We're gonna do world exploration today. I think. I will ping the Discord when we do that. I also might play Lethal Company with Koyo. I feel like I should send you all to Koyo right now. Tomorrow is maybe... I have a thing getting planned with Cairo. I have a thing getting planned with Spacefish. I don't know if either of them are planning for today or tomorrow, but I hope not. Or if they do, I need to know fucking now. Sunday, I'm thinking day 400 celebration, and that's when we do Ocarina of Time. I've never beaten that game officially, so I think 402 will be our big long stream day. Sorry, Elin, your power cables were just too yummy? No. The whole house lost power. My dad came down. He was like, is your stream okay? And I was like, no, it's fucking down. And he was like, oh no. Do you have a way to tell them? And I was like, no, I should have set up my phone for Discord, but I haven't finished setting it up yet. He was like, oh man. Well, I hope it comes back soon. I was like, yeah. And then he goes, this is really funny. We just had the radon filter put in the house, to put in the basement yesterday, right? That was all the drilling was. And he's like, well, oh, I wonder what we're at for the radon thing. And he looks at it and it's dead because it plugs into the wall, and he just goes, this also needs power. Never mind. It was just like, yes, we're out of power. Hi, Grovey. Thank you for stream. Love you. I love you so much. Thank you for the stream, Ewan. Ocarina of Time in one session. We're gonna do it in one session. I'm going to fucking rush down. I'm not gonna do any side quests. We're not getting no big Auron sword around here. We are going to spawn in, hit the Deku Tree, hit Death Mountain, hit Jabu Jabu, get our sword, the Forest Temple, I don't know the order of them, Water Temple, Fire Temple, Spirit Temple, Shadow Temple, Hyrule Castle, and whoop Ganondorf's ass. That's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. Who needs a big Auron sword anyway? Nice supportive dad. I love my father very much. He stresses me out immensely because he has a very traditional background, and like before streaming, now that I've started, he's been extremely supportive of it. He was not super supportive at first. But he's been incredible now. God, it's gonna be a trip. It is. God bless you, my sweetheart. Although you were late, I'm gonna fucking... Fuck you, Eric. Squishy, that's adorable. Speedrun. 24-hour Ocarina of Time. It's not gonna be a speedrun, I'll tell you that. God, it's gonna be a trip. Cool, Dad. Hug him for me. Okay. I need to shower first. I'm like gross and sweaty right now. But For now. We're gonna go to the other window. So I can turn on the rain. Behavior. Look at me. I'm trying to like cut out the side stuff. I don't like that skybox. Gotta do this one. That looks pretty. I actually really like that. Okay. We are going to Koyor. He is playing Lethal Company. I don't know how long I'm going to be asleep. I will probably be joining him later. If he doesn't have 4 with him now, I could see him convincing me. But socials / raid Aiko. Fuck me if you insist. Hey yo, I'm right here, Bug Deck. Good night, Ewan. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. Thank you for dealing with me with power outage shenanigans. Oh god. We did 6.8 miles. We've done 400 days. Almost entirely consecutive. We missed 1. I can't believe we missed 1. I love you. Bye.